Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Sunday. Welcome to the play-by-play. New York Yankees versus Pittsburgh Pirates. The Yankees are going for a sweep today. They've already secured the series victory. Let's see if they can get the sweep in today's game. What is going on? What is going on? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. What's up, John the Beagle Dad? And I see Unfashionable Objectory from Twitch. Thank you. Shout out to you. Got folks tuning in from Twitter, YouTube, X, and Kick. So I appreciate everybody tuning in. I hope you're all having a great day. What is going on? What is going on? So, like I said, game should start here in the next 5 minutes or so. The Yankees are looking to sweep the Pittsburgh Pirates. As I am saying that, I will put a poll out there, and I want to get everybody's. Votes. So give me 1 second here. But what's going on, though, folks? How's everybody feeling? Any plans for Sunday? Any plans for Sunday? Is it just strictly baseball, or are we talking, are we just doing anything else besides watching the Yankees? Are you all watching any other games? Chia, my boy, the Ace Avenue in the building. Are you doing a play-by-play, Ace, or I know you're going live later. I did see that, but what's going on with you, my guy? Make sure you all go subscribe to the Ace Avenue. He does a really good job on his channel. Always killing it there, so shout out to my boy. And Joe, what's going on, man? Good to see you, Joe. Dev is going to watch some Yankees games and TV shows. Cool. You're on the way home right now. You're running late. I feel you, bro. It happens. But make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. And once again, if we get to 50 likes while we're live, I will gift a membership. So let's drive those likes up. And I would greatly appreciate it. It does really help out the channel. And you also get a free membership. I mean, who says everybody likes free stuff, right? So let's make it happen, people. Let's make it happen. But, yeah, they're showing Will Warren's first outing here against the Diamondbacks. He looked really good. He had a very nice outing. Unfortunately, the Yankees had lost that game. But they're showing his pitches here, where 32% of the pitches that he threw were four-seamers in that game. And Cody Bellinger's back in the lineup, folks. Oswald Peraza is in the lineup. Trent Grisham is playing in the outfield. Aaron Judge is DHing in today's game. So let's see what the Yankees do. So don't mind me. I'm just typing away here just real quick. I'm not ignoring the chat, I promise. But let's go. But I put a poll out there. Please vote in the poll. I want to get everybody's vote here. What's up, Dev? He's showing some love from Twitch too. Appreciate it. Thank you. Let's get to some of the chat here. So Gusto's in the building. He says like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Again, if we get to 50 likes while we're live, I will give somebody a membership. Hopefully, and I know nobody says no to free memberships. I would appreciate. So let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. What else we got? We got Dev Finch in the building. We got Nosebleed in the building. What's up, Nosebleed section? Joe's putting out there. Blake. Yeah, I saw that Blake Snell has been injured. He's on the IL. Nestor Cortez is on the IL. So a couple of guys on the IL right now. I mean, it happens. It's baseball. You know what I mean? And Furnace, what's up, dude? How's it going? Again, make sure you all vote in that poll. I want to see what everybody thinks Do the Yankees bring out the broomsticks or do they keep them in the closet? Let me know. 7 votes in so far, and we got most of you saying to bring out the broomsticks. So you're all saying sweep time. John, I hear that. But, Nestor's been, he's been hurt before. But, yeah, what else is new? But here we are. Game's about to start. Here's the beautiful stadium of PNC Park. Looks like it's clear. I know they were talking about rain. It doesn't look like there's any rain right now, but you can't really tell. But yeah, liking those brooms coming out. The brooms are going to come out today, folks. But they're showing the Yankees dugout right now. It looks pretty wet. But again, it doesn't look like it's raining, and the Pirates are taking the mound. And Heaney gives a baseball to a young fan. So Andrew Heaney, former New York Yankee, and they got some kids out there in the state on the field right now. So they're interacting just a little bit with the players. So here we have McCutcheon, or giving an autograph to a young fan. This is cool stuff. I like stuff like this, man. Kids are gonna remember stuff like this. But Yankees lineup, folks. It is Paul Goldschmidt, Cody Bellinger, Aaron Judge, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Anthony Volpe, Austin Wells, Jason Dominguez, Oswald Peraza, Trent Grisham. That is your Yankees lineup, folks. Glad to see Peraza getting the start at third base. Yeah, nice to see players and kids, man. I'm loving it, dude. I love it. And here we have Andrew Heaney taking the mound, and he will be your starting pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates, former New York Yankee. Let's see how he does against his former team. Usually he's done pretty well against the Yankees, so hopefully it's a different story this time around. He's getting his warm-up pitches in right now, and we should be starting here momentarily. And here's the Pirates defense. Outfield, you have Tommy Pham, O'Neill Cruz, Andrew McCutcheon. Infield is Cabrian Hayes, IKF, Adam Frazier, Emmanuel Valdez. At the dish is Joey Bart. DHing is Brian Reynolds. And once again, on the mound is Andrew Heaney. Appreciate you there, Chua. Nah, nosebleed. I could see maybe getting a day off during the Tiger series. But it's cloudy right now in Pittsburgh, 41 degrees, so it is a cold day out there. And looks like we are ready to go as Paul Goldschmidt steps into the batter's box. And the first pitch from Heaney. And Goldschmidt smacks that, and it is foul. So it's an 0-1 count to Paul Goldschmidt. So the thing with this Yankees lineup as of late, it's been their bottom of the lineup that's just been killing it. So I'm liking what the 7, 8, 9 guys have been doing so far. Here's the 0-1, and Goldschmidt pops that up, and it is fouled. Count now is no balls, 2 strikes to Paul Goldschmidt. Paul Goldschmidt leading off against Andrew Heaney, righty versus lefty. As you all know, Goldschmidt does a really good job against lefty pitching. Last season, he hit close to 300 against lefty pitchers. And it is a 1-ball, 2-strike count to Paul Goldschmidt. And David Rackley is your home plate umpire. They are saying that he is hitter-friendly. So the bats will be in favor based on this report. Here's the 1-2. Count now is 2 balls, 2 strikes to Paul Goldschmidt. And we got Cody Bellinger waiting on deck. He is back in the lineup. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. So Paul Goldschmidt strikes out. That is the first strikeout for Andrew Heaney. And now we have Cody Bellinger stepping up to the plate. So lefty versus lefty matchup here. Here's the first pitch, and that is in there for a strike on a 79 per hour slider. So 0-1 count to Cody Bellinger. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Count now is quickly becomes 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes to Cody Bellinger. Andrew Heaney sets. Here's the pitch. And he misses. So count now is 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Andrew Heaney. Here's the 1-2. And Bellinger hits it sharply, but it is foul. So still 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cody Bellinger. We have 1 out in the top of the first, and Aaron Judge is waiting on deck. Here's the 1-2. And Bellinger hits that. IKF makes the diving play, but cannot make a play. And Cody Bellinger is on first base as the captain is coming to the plate. So a nice stop by IKF, but could not make a play there. And here we have Aaron Judge, who's been red hot in 8 games so far. Here's the first pitch, and that is high for a ball. The count is 1-0. Jacob and Gusto, you are both wrong. You have failed. 1 ball, no strikes to Aaron Judge. 2-0 now. 2 balls, no strikes to Aaron Judge. We have a runner on first. Top of the first, with 1 out. 2 balls, no strikes to Aaron Judge. Heaney sets. Checks first base. Here's the pitch. 3 balls, no strikes. So 3 balls, no strikes to Aaron Judge, with Jazz Chisholm Jr. waiting on deck. Jacob Petruzzi, you're always wrong. I don't know what you're talking about. But here's the 3-0. And Aaron Judge fouls that back. So now it is 3 balls and 1 strike. Heaney sets. Checks first. Here's the pitch. And the count is now... Is that a foul ball? That is a foul ball. So the count now is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Aaron Judge. See, Brad agrees. You're always wrong, Jacob. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Aaron Judge. Heaney checks first. Throws over to first base. Checks on Bellinger. And we're going to do it again. Jacob, Brad and I agree more than you think. Don't just look at YouTube there, buddy. Here's the payoff. And swing and a miss, and Judge strikes out. And that is the second strikeout for Andrew Heaney. Yeah, Jacob can't come up with his own jokes, so he steals other people's jokes. You thief. God. And now we have Jazz Chisholm Jr., and he shows bunt. And he takes a strike, so 0-1 count to Jazz Chisholm Jr. So we have 2 outs in the inning with a runner on first. Heaney sets, checks first. Here's the pitch. Count is 0-2 now. So No balls, 2 strikes. Jazz didn't like that call. So Jazz Chisholm does call time. He's going to go ahead and readjust himself. Yeah, I am scoring everything, Jacob. That's what I do. Yeah, I'm journaling about Aaron Judge. Oh my God. Still wrong about the journaling. Here's the 0-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a stolen base for Cody Bellinger. So now we have a runner on second with 2 outs here in the top of the first. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Here's the pitch. And Jazz Chisholm hits that to right field. And that ball is going to drop. It bounces off the wall. Cody Bellinger scores. It is a 1-0 game, and it is a double for Jazz Chisholm Jr. Let's go. And the Yankees are on the board. Great hit by Jazz Chisholm Jr. That ball was carrying, and it dropped, bounced off the wall, and it is a double for Jazz Chisholm Jr. Now we have Anthony Volpe at the plate as he takes a strike. So the Yankees are on the board with a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. We have 2 outs in the inning with a runner on second. 0-1 count to Anthony Volpe. Heaney sets. Here's the pitch. And Volpe pops one up to the right fielder. And McCutchen is right there to make the play for out number 3. So 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and we are going to the bottom of the first. And we are in a commercial break. So the Yankees are on the board. It's a 1-0 game, and Will Warren will be stepping on the mound here momentarily. Brad, you're funny. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate everybody tuning in wherever you may be tuning in from. So make sure, again, you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Again, if we get to 50 likes on this live stream, while we're live, I will gift a membership. And looks like I got 9 votes in so far on the poll. Just want to make sure it's 9 votes. Yeah, 9 votes. And everybody, most of you are saying bring out the broomsticks. I like it. So and the Pittsburgh Pirates starting lineup is Ke'Bryan Hayes, Brian Reynolds, O'Neal Cruz, Joey Bart, Andrew McCutchen, Manuel Valdez, Tommy Pham, Adam Frazier, and IKF. Yeah, I did see that, Brad. I'm probably going to go. I'm going to try and go live for 2 of those games for sure. And here we have Will Warren on the mound. So let's see how he does in his second outing today. Yankees have a 1-0 lead so far, and Will Warren warming up here. Looks like he is about ready to go, and he's ready to go, and Hayes is ready to go. And here's the first pitch, and it is in there for a strike on a 92-mile-per-hour sinker to Ke'Bryan Hayes, who is leading off for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Here's the 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Hayes. Here's the 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Ke'Bryan Hayes. Here's the 2-1. And it's fouled off. Count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Brian Hayes in the last 4 games, 6 hits out of 14 at bats, 3 extra base hits. So he's been looking good as of late. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Hayes. Does Will Warren get the first strikeout here? And Hayes fouls it off. Count is still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yankees defense, outfield, Jason Dominguez, Trent Grisham, Cody Bellinger. The infield is Oswald, Peraza, Anthony Volpe, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Paul Goldschmidt. Austin Wells at the dish. Aaron Judge DHing, and on the mound is Will Warren. So count to Hayes is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Warren, and swing and a miss, and he struck him out. So first strikeout for Will Warren. And now we have Brian Reynolds at the plate. We have 1 out in the bottom of the first. Here's the pitch. First pitch to Reynolds is a ball. So 1 ball, no strike to Reynolds. Here's the 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes now to Brian Reynolds. Here's the 2-0, and that is in there for a strike on a 93-mile-per-hour sinker. The count now is 2 balls, 1 strike to Brian Reynolds. Here's the 2-1, and that is fouled off. So 2-2 count to Brian Reynolds. Does Will Warren get his second strikeout here? It's a 2-2 count with 1 out, bottom of the first. Yankees have a 1-0 lead. Will Warren sets. Here's the pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. The count is now full. Here's the payoff. And he struck him out. Second strikeout of the game. So back-to-back strikeouts for Will Warren. Will he strike out the side? So 2 strikeouts now for Will Warren. He does match Andrew Heaney. And now we have Cruz at the plate. Here's the pitch to O'Neal Cruz. And that is in there for a strike. So 0-1 count. So we have 2 outs now here in the bottom of the first. So 0-1 count to O'Neal Cruz. Here's the pitch. And O'Neal Cruz hits a grounder to Jazz Chisholm Jr., throws over to first base for out number 3, and it is a 1-2-3 inning for Will Warren. So no runs, no hits, no errors. And we are going to the top of the second. So far, so good for Will Warren. Nice little start. Let's see what the Yankees bats do here in the top of the second inning. The Yankees do have a 1-0 lead, and we are in a commercial break, and I will be right back. And we are back to the game as Austin Wells is stepping into the plate. Wells so far in 7 games, batting .208 with 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, and an OPS of .833. Here's the first pitch to Wells, and that is in their first strike on a 4-seam fastball, 90 miles per hour. So it's 0-1 to Austin Wells. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Quickly becomes 0-2, so no balls, 2 strikes to Austin Wells. Wells calls time. Readjusts himself. And it looks like he is ready to go as Heaney waits. Wells is ready to go. Here's the pitch from Heaney. Did he go? And Wells did go around, and that is the 3rd strikeout for Andrew Heaney in today's game. So we have 1 out in the inning with Jason Dominguez coming to the plate. 7 through 9 hitters for the Yankees. They're batting .337, 29 hits, 8 home runs, and 1110 OPS. Those are some fantastic numbers. And first pitch, Dominguez is a ball, so the count is 1 ball, no strikes. Dominguez hitting .276, 1 home run, 3 RBIs, .846 OPS thus far in 8 games. Heaney sets. Here's the pitch. And Dominguez hits that to center field. And O'Neal Cruz is right there to make the play for the 2nd out. So 2 away now here in the top of the 2nd with Oswald Peraza coming to the plate. Here's the first pitch to Peraza, and that is in their first strike. So count is 0-1. Here's the 0-1. And Peraza fouls that. Count is now no balls, 2 strikes. So it's an 0-2 count. We have 2 outs here in the top of the 2nd with nobody on. Yankees have a 1-0 lead. Here's the 0-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Oswald Peraza. Oswald Peraza getting the call to play in today's game. Here's the 1-2, and he fouls it off. So he's still staying alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Oswald Peraza. Here's the 1-2, and swing and a miss, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. And no runs, no hits, no errors here in the top of the 2nd. We are going to the bottom of the 2nd. Strikeout number 4 for Heaney. So Heaney having himself a good game with the exception of giving up that 1 run, but 4 strikeouts so far. So still pitching well, So we are going to the bottom of the 2nd. Let's see what the Yankees do. But how are we feeling on this Sunday? Anybody snacking on anything? Anybody eating anything right now? Are you all what's going on? What's going on? Talk to me. And appreciate everybody tuning in wherever you may be tuning in from. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Again, if we hit 50 likes while we're live, I will gift a membership. I will gift a free membership. So make sure you all hit that like button if you have not yet. And if you're new to the channel and you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And it looks like so far I'm at 17 likes. So anybody who hasn't hit that like button, make sure you hit that like button. You're sorting through your vast movie collection. Okay. I take it DVDs or is it VHS there, John? And here we are back to the game, the beautiful city of Pittsburgh. And the game should start here shortly. Steelbook special editions. Oh, okay. I got you, dude. And we are back to the game. And here we are, bottom of the second. Joey Bart is at the plate, and he takes a ball. So 1 ball, no strike to Joey Bart, who's batting .250, 1 RBI, 607 OPS with no home runs. Here's the 1-0. And a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Joey Bart. Will Warren right now with 2 strikeouts in today's game. Had a good first inning. Let's see what he does in the second. And here's the pitch to Bart, and that misses. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Joey Bart. Here's the 2-1, and that is in their first strike on a 92-mile-per-hour sinker. The count now is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Let's see if Warren gets his 3rd strikeout of the game here. That sinker is finding the strike zone. I do like that sinker. And Joey Bart calls time as he readjusts himself, and it looks like he is ready to go as he steps back into the batter's box. Here's the 2-2, and count is now full, so 3 balls, 2 strikes for Joey Bart. Here's the 3-2, and Joey Bart pops one up to center field, and Trent Grisham is right there to make the play for out number 1. So we have 1 out in the bottom of the second with Andrew McCutchen coming to the plate. McCutchen hitting .375 with 1 home run, 2 RBIs, 1069 OPS so far in 6 games. McCutchen, a longtime veteran, a longtime baseball player, who's been playing the game for many years, and he's still going. So kudos to him. Here's the first pitch to McCutchen, and that is a ball. The count is 1 ball, no strikes. And William DeSico, what's up there, buddy? How's it going? Thanks for joining. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Andrew McCutchen. Make sure you all listen to Gusto. We don't want his finger getting too happy. Here's the 1-1, and that is way inside. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Andrew McCutchen. It's a good thing the Yankees didn't have to face Paul Skeens, but it would have been cool to see him pitch. But that is fouled off. The count now is 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's right, William. We need some of that pinstripe pride, baby. Let's go. Let's see if Will Warren gets his 3rd strikeout of the game. And they're showing a picture of Paul Skeens and Livy Dunn in GQ magazine. Already then. And Will Warren. Here's the pitch. And McCutchen hits that, but it is foul. So still 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Will Warren sets. Here's the pitch. Oh, and he almost hit him. McCutchen gets out the way. So 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Andrew McCutchen. We have 1 out in the inning with nobody on. The Yankees have a 1-0 lead. Here's the 3-2. And McCutchen, great stop by Volpe. Throws over to first for out number 2. Nice diving stop by Anthony Volpe. Great job, Mr. Chicken Parm. 2 outs in the inning right now. So Beautiful played by Anthony Volpe. It throws over to first base for out number 2. And now we have Valdez coming to the plate. So we have 2 outs in the inning right now. Here's the pitch to Valdez, and that is in there for a strike. 92-mile-per-hour four-seam fastball. So we have Emmanuel Valdez at the plate, who's played 4 games, has a batting average of 111, OPS of 422 with 2 RBIs and no home runs. And that is a ball there to Valdez. The count now is 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Warren, and that is hit back to Warren on a slow grounder to Goldschmidt to first base, and that is out number 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors. Yankees have a 1-0 lead, and we are going to the top of the 3rd. So far, so good from Will Warren. Good start so far through 2 innings. Let's see what the Yankees bats do here in the top of the 3rd. We are back to the top of the lineup, I believe. I just want to make sure. No, actually, we're not back to the top of the lineup. Grisham is going to lead off here in the top of the 3rd. Then we'll be back to the top of the lineup. So far, so good. What are we thinking, folks? How are we feeling about the game so far? How are we thinking about Will Warren? But the bats need to get going here, right? The bats still need to get going. Still early. So, still top of the 3rd. Jacob, don't worry about it. I mean, it's whatever, bro. I don't lose any sleep or cry over those games, man. I do the brackets for fun. You know what I mean? So, it's just I know other people take it to heart. It's no big deal for me, man. I'm just, it is what it is. But I saw that Houston beat Duke. I had actually Houston going to the finals, so I got that prediction right. That was I had a hard time with that one. But the lineup today for the Yankees. Let me tell you the lineup here. It's for the Yankees, it's Bellinger, Judge, Chisholm Jr., Volpe, Austin Wells, Dominguez, Peraza, Grisham. That is your lineup. And we are in a commercial break right now. Let's see some of the baseball scores. Arizona and Washington tied up at 2. The Dodgers are beating the Phillies 2-0 in the bottom of the 2nd. 0-0, Toronto and the Mets. The White Sox and Detroit's Tigers. So White Sox are beating them. White Sox are beating the Tigers 2-0. And we are back to the game. Whatever, Brad. Even when I'm wrong, I'm right, Brad. But here we have Trent Grisham at the plate, and here's the first pitch. And Grisham hits it up the middle for a single. So a leadoff hit here in the top of the 3rd. And we have a runner on first, and Grisham still raking, is continuing to rake. So Grisham's just been on fire, man. That bat's been hot. It's been hot. It's been on fire. Jared Brown, congratulations to Ovechkin, man. Very happy for him. What an incredible player. I follow the NHL to some extent, not as much as other people do that are very much into it. I'm a Rangers fan, but also support the Avs. But we have Paul Goldschmidt at the plate, and he takes a ball. So we have a runner on first here in the top of the 3rd. Paul Goldschmidt, 0 for 1 in today's game. 1 ball, no strikes to Paul Goldschmidt. But Ovechkin he's an incredible player, man. That dude's unbelievable. Heaney sets, checks first base. Here's the pitch. And 2 balls, no strikes now to Paul Goldschmidt. Yeah, man. Who's your hockey team, Jared? And does anybody else in the chat watch hockey by any chance? Let me know. Here's the 2-0. And that is in there for a strike. The count now is 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, the doubleheader. Yeah, because they got rained out yesterday. Yeah, because I know that game was delayed. So it looks like doubleheader today. So 2-1 count to Goldschmidt. Heaney sets. He checks first. Here's the pitch. And Goldschmidt hits one high, shallow left. And who makes the play there? And Pham makes the play as Trent Grisham goes back to first base. So we have one out in the inning. So Yankees averaging 9 runs a game, 25 home runs, 10-12 OPS. They are leading all of Major League Baseball right now. Cody Bellinger is at the plate. He is 1 for 1 in today's game. So we have one out in the inning, top of the third with a runner on first. Heaney sets, checks first base. Here's the pitch. And Bellinger takes a ball. So 1 ball, no strike. So Bellinger hit a single, scored a run, stole a base. So 1 ball, no strike to Cody Bellinger. And that is called a strike. The count now is 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Cody Bellinger. We have one out here in the top of the third. Yankees have a 1-0 lead with a runner on first. Heaney sets. Here's the pitch. And that is a ball. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Cody Bellinger. Heaney sets, checks the runner on first. Here's the pitch. And he fouls it off. The count is even now at 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Bellinger as Heaney sets, checks the runner on first. Here's the pitch, and swing and a miss, and Bellinger down on strikes. And that is strikeout number 5 for Andrew Heaney. Gusto's a Rangers fan. Sweet. Jared likes the Jets and Panthers and Bruins. I have 3 teams. Yeah, you have multiple teams in a lot of these sports, don't you? Here we have Aaron Judge at the plate, who is 0 for 1 in today's game. He struck out in his first at bat, and it's a 1-0 count to Aaron Judge. So we have 2 outs in the inning here in the top of the third with a runner on first. 1 ball, no strike to Aaron Judge. Heaney sets, checks first. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike here in the top of the third to Aaron Judge. Heaney sets. Here's the pitch. And Judge fouls it back. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Aaron Judge. The Yankees still have a 1-0 lead here in the top of the third. Heaney sets. Here's the 1-2. Just misses. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. Heaney sets, checks the runner on first. Here's the pitch. Does he go? And the first base umpire said he held up. It is a full count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes, and that will release Trent Grisham from first base. Heaney didn't agree with that call. Grisham takes his lead at first. And there's going to be a little chit-chat between Bart and Heaney. What's up, Sco? How's it going? What's up, man? Looks like the Mets-Blue Jays game, top of the third, 0-0 there, Sco. Appreciate you checking in, and Jazz Chisholm Jr. is on deck. So It's 3 balls, 2 strikes to Aaron Judge. We have 2 outs with a runner on first. Heaney sets. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. So second strikeout for Aaron Judge. He has struck out for the second time. So 1 hit, no runs, no errors. So we are going to the bottom of the third. And that is strikeout number 6 for Andrew Heaney. Bottom of the third coming up. And we are in a commercial break. Yeah, Jonathan, Jared broke that news about Ovechkin. So congratulations to Ovechkin. Ovechkin's just had an awesome career, man. What an incredible player. What an incredible player. Good for him. Definitely deserves it. Definitely deserves it, man. I don't know how old he is, but he's got to be up there in age, Ovechkin. Sko saying, I know our offense needs to step it up for sure. Jonathan says he's 39. Okay, I figured he was up there. I thought maybe he might have been 40 years old, but 39. Okay. Let's see how many likes I got on this live stream so far. So 18 likes on the live stream, folks. So 32 more likes to go. So if there's 32 people out there that haven't liked it yet, we're trying to get to 50 likes while we're live. And I will gift a membership. Houston has a 1-0 lead over Minnesota. Baltimore and Kansas City, 0-0. Washington beating Arizona 3-2. Cincinnati, Milwaukee, 0-0. San Diego and Cubs are game about to start here shortly. And we are back to the game. And we have Tommy Pham at the plate as he takes a strike from Will Warren. So 0-1 count to Tommy Pham. Appreciate you, Skull. 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, I did see Blake Snell on the IL. Can't say I'm surprised. And that is a strike to Tommy Pham on a sweeper. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Does Will Warren get his 3rd strikeout of the game here? Warren sets. Here's the pitch. And did he go? Yes, he did. And that is the 3rd strikeout for Will Warren. So Warren starts so far so good. So strikeout number 3 for Will Warren. And we have Frazier at the plate. And he takes a strike on a 91-mile-per-hour sinker. So 0-1 count to Adam Frazier. We have 1 out in the inning here in the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the 0-1. And that is fouled. Count now is 0-2. Strikeout number 4 coming. What do we think? I guess we're at 19 likes there in Furnace. Here's the 0-2. And Frazier fouls it off. Blake Snell is on the IL. 15-day IL, I believe. That's cool, Jacob. So it works. The Tigers Yankees games work out in your favor. So 0-2 to Frazier. And Frazier pops one up to center field. Trent Grisham making the play. I love how Trent Grisham just like casually, he looks like so relaxed out there in the outfield. Like he's just like, I got this, man. This is easy work. I could do this in my sleep. He just makes it like everything looks so easy. Like it's so smooth. Like, man, I got this, dude. I got this, bro. You don't need to worry about me. But here we have IKF at the plate. Here's the pitch to IKF, and that is in there for a strike on an 84-mile-per-hour sweeper. So no balls, one strike. We have 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. The Yankees have a 1-0 lead. Here's the 0-1. And that is a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, it is a shoulder injury to Blake Snell. Yeah, Clark Schmidt should be back soon here in the next 9 or 10 days. Here's the 2-1, and that is in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Let's play that horn. Does Will Warren get his 4th strikeout of the game? Here's the 2-2. Count is full, so 3 balls, 2 strikes to Will Warren. Or excuse me, IKF. Here's the payoff, and he walks him. So first base runner for the Pirates. First walk issued by Will Warren. And now we are back to the top of the order with Ke'Bryan Hayes coming to the plate. Charlie Hayes' son. As you all remember, Charlie Hayes was a member of the New York Yankees. He was on the 1996 World Series team. Here's the pitch to Hayes, and that is in there for a strike. That sinker is really working well for Will Warren, folks. I like that sinker that he's throwing. And he is well known. He is pretty well known for his sinker. Here's the 0-1. Ball in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. So we have a runner on first with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. The Yankees have a 1-0 lead. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to Ke'Bryan Hayes. Will Warren about to throw pitch number 47 here. Here's the 1-1. That is in there for a strike on a 91-mile-per-hour sinker. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's play that horn. Does Will Warren get his 4th strikeout of the game? Here's the pitch. And that is fouled back. Oh. Played that by accident. My fault. Oh, man. I'm just excited, man. It's 2 strikes. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hayes. We have a runner on first, bottom of the third, 2 outs. 1-0 lead. Warren sets. Here's the pitch. Just misses. 2-2 now to Hayes. Here's the 2-2. And Hayes hits it to left field, and it's a base hit. So we got 2 runners on now for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Runners on first and second. Yeah, we did dodge a bullet there, Brad. You are correct. Boone wants Schmidt to have at least 3 rehab starts. Got it. Yeah, I do remember Hayes catching the last ball in the World Series in '96. It was in foul territory. Yeah, we'll see, Brad. I don't see Stroman going anywhere, but here we have Brian Reynolds stepping up to the plate. Warren resetting himself here. It looks like he is ready to go. So we have runners on first and second with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Will Warren right now at 50 pitches. Warren is ready to go. Reynolds is ready to go. And Will Warren sets. Here's the pitch. And misses outside. Ball 1. So 1-0 count to Brian Reynolds. So Pittsburgh threatening over here. A hit will tie the game. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike to Brian Reynolds. One ball, 1 strike to Reynolds. Warren gets the signal. He sets, checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. And just misses. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Brian Reynolds. Currently at 23 likes. So we are 27 likes away from 50. Warren sets, checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. And he misses outside. So the count now is 3 balls, 1 strike to Brian Reynolds. O'Neill Cruz is waiting on deck. So 3-1 count to Reynolds. Here's the pitch. And Reynolds hits that to the outfield. And Trent Grisham looks back. It bounces off the wall. 1 run will score. And 2 runs will score. So it's a 2-1 game. It is a 2-out double for Brian Reynolds. And the Pittsburgh Pirates take a 2-1 lead. So 2-run score on that double by Brian Reynolds, and the Pittsburgh Pirates have a 2-1 lead. And it looks like Matt Blake is out there talking to Will Warren just to try and to get him to settle down. What up, Stephen B? He says, what's up, NFE? The movie I saw, not recommended. The Lady in the Field. Good to know. What is that movie about anyway? And here we have O'Neill Cruz stepping up to the plate. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. So runner on second with 2 outs. The Pittsburgh Pirates have a 2-1 lead on a 2-run double hit by Brian Reynolds. Will Warren sets. He checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. And he misses. So 1 ball, no strike to O'Neill Cruz. Here's the 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes. So Will Warren kind of losing a little bit of control here. Had control earlier on, but is now losing just a little bit of it. But it's 2 balls, no strikes to O'Neill Cruz. And that is in their first strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to O'Neill Cruz. Interesting, Stephen B. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And check swing foul. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Play that horn. Well, will Warren get his 4th strikeout of the game? So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second, bottom of the 3rd. The Pirates have a 2-1 lead. Pitch number 60 incoming from Will Warren as he sets. And here's the pitch. And fouled away. Herrera's hurt for the Cardinals. I had to get help off the field. What happened to him exactly? Did he get hit in the head or something, or what happened, bro? Here's the 2-2. And O'Neill hits that to right field, and Bellinger throws to home, and Reynolds stops at third. So we have runners on the corners now, or I thought it was runners on the corners. I didn't think he ran to second base. We'll see. Running play to third. Oh, boy. Yeah, you would say it is a good game because the Yankees are losing there, right, Jacob? Yeah, so I thought so. Runners on the corner. So runners on first and third, still 2 outs. So a long inning here for Will Warren as Joey Bart is at the plate. Warren sets. Here's the pitch. And he misses. So ball 1 to Joey Bart. I got you there, Jared. Yeah, Jacob. You're not kidding. Stop lying. You liar. Here's the 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes. So, again, a pretty long inning right now for Will Warren. Bottom of the third, Will Warren right now at 62 pitches. And Warren checks Cruz at first. So 2 balls, no strikes to Joey Bart. We have 2 outs in the inning. And we have Yoandry Gomez warming up in the bullpen. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 1 strike to Joey Bart. Will Warren needs to get out of this inning before the Pirates can potentially do any more damage here. Here's the 2-1. Count now, 3 balls, 1 strike. So again, a long inning for Will Warren right now. Pittsburgh doing their jobs, and Will Warren just losing a little bit of his command, losing a little bit of his control. Here's the 3-1, and it's a full count. The runner on first will go. Let's see if Warren gets his 4th strikeout here in the game. Warren right now at 66 pitches. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runners on first and third. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss. Strikeout number 4 for Will Warren as he gets out of the inning. But the Pirates do put up 2 runs on 2 hits. And it's a 2-1 game. And the Pirates are leading. So Warren certainly needed that out. That was a big out. Could have been worse. But now we are going to the top of the 4th. Let's see if the Yankees can answer back. It's like in yesterday's game, Marcus Stroman giving up 4 runs, and the Yankees answered back right away. So let's see if they can do the same thing here against Heaney. But Heaney's having himself a good game, though. 6 strikeouts, only giving up the 1 run. So let's see what happens here in the top of the 4th. And we are in a commercial break right now. Yes, I did see that, Stephen B. I did see that. So let's check the scores here around Major League Baseball. So let's see. So the Mets are winning 2-0 against the Blue Jays. The White Sox are beating the Tigers 3-1. 0-0 in the top of the 4th for Boston and St. Louis. Washington is beating Arizona 4-2. Dodgers, Phillies tied up at 2. Milwaukee, Cincinnati 0-0. Kansas City winning 3-0 against Baltimore. Minnesota and Houston tied up at 1. San Diego beating the Cubs 3-0. And Texas, Tampa Bay about to start here shortly. And we got some other games starting here. We got one game starting here in about a little over 30 minutes. And some games starting here later in the afternoon. And then your evening game on ESPN is Boston Red Sox, St. Louis Cardinals, folks. So we are going to the top of the fourth as Jazz Chisholm Jr. is stepping up to the plate. He is 1 for 1 in today's game. He had an RBI double in the first, and that's how the Yankees got their run in the first inning. But top of the fourth, here we go. Here's the pitch, and it is fouled off, so 0-1 count to Jazz Chisholm Jr. So no balls, 1 strike to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Here's the 0-1, and that is in their first strike, so it's a quick 0-2 count to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Top of the fourth, Pittsburgh has a 2-1 lead. Here's the 2-1. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Jazz calls time. Yeah, Stephen B. But he needs good, man. He needs a good pitcher. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out, and Jazz strikes out. And that is strikeout number 7 for Heaney. Now we have Anthony Volpe coming to the plate. So Heaney having himself a really good game right now. So 7 strikeouts so far in this game. Here's the pitch to Volpe, and that is in their first strike. Braves activate Sean Murphy, designate Chadwick Trump. Okay. Here's the 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Anthony Volpe. Here's the 1-1. And Volpe hits that to center field, and Cruz makes a diving play as he makes the catch for out number 2. That was a fantastic play made by O'Neal Cruz. I thought that ball would have dropped, but Cruz was right there. Hard hit ball, but O'Neal Cruz makes an incredible diving play there for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the inning. That was a great play. And now we have Austin Wells at the plate. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. So 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. And they're showing that replay from O'Neal Cruz. And the count now is 2 balls and no strike. Austin Wells is 0 for 1 in today's game. Struck out in the second inning. Here's the 2-0. That is in their first strike. 2 balls, 1 strike to Austin Wells. Here's the 2-1. 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Let's see if they give him the green light. Chef Nick, what's up, bro? What's going on, man? What are we cooking up today, Chef? Here's the 3-1. And Wells fouls it. Count is now full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Austin Wells. 2 outs, top of the fourth. 3-2 count to Austin Wells. The Pirates have a 2-1 lead. Here's the 3-2. And Wells hits that to center field. And, that gets by O'Neal Cruz. And that will be a triple for Austin Wells. It's definitely a single. Should be an error. So that was kind of a revenge right there by Austin Wells getting his chicken parm brothers back. And what would have been a single turned into a triple by a play that was not made by O'Neal Cruz. Lets the ball get past him. So runner on third with 2 outs now. And here we have Jason Dominguez at the plate, who is 0 for 1 in today's game. And he takes a strike. So 0-2 count to Dominguez, and Dominguez rips that, and it is foul. I know so it sounds like they haven't scored it, but I think it should be an error personally. And they said Dominguez went, and that is out number 3. So the Yankees do get a hit. They leave one runner on base, so no runs, 1 hit, no errors. So, and that was strikeout number 8 for Andrew Heaney. And we're going to the bottom of the 4th, and we are in a commercial break right now. So how's everybody feeling? So Chef Nick is having a grilled tequila, lime, papaya, shrimp. All right. It's a little seafood action. But yeah, so they ruled out a triple. So that was a triple for Austin Wells. I mean, I probably would have ruled, like, that's how they scored it. I probably would have ruled it as a single and an error on O'Neal Cruz, but Major League Baseball said otherwise. Nick Castellanos hit a grand slam against the Dodgers. Nice, Joe. Nice. Thanks for letting us know here. Who's pitching for the Dodgers today? And I'm checking the poll here. 22 votes. 77% of you are saying that to bring out the broomsticks. So you all are saying they're going to sweep the Pittsburgh Pirates. But as of right now, it is the 2-1 game. Pirates are winning. Bottom of the 4th here coming up. We are in a commercial break. And folks, right now, just so you all know, we are at 26 likes. So 24 more likes to go for someone to receive a free membership. So if we get 24 more likes while we're live, you get a free membership. So if there's anybody that hasn't subscribed and you're watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and join in on the fun. And appreciate all the new subscribers, recent subscribers. So thank you all so much. And we are back to the game as Andrew McCutchen is at the plate. He is 0 for 1 in today's game, and it's 1 ball, no strike. Here's the 1-0. And McCutchen hits a grounder to Anthony Volpe, throws over to first, and a nice little scoop by Paul Goldschmidt for out number 1. MLB is soft and should be an error. Yo, I think it should have been an error, man. Nah, Mr. Instigator has not been on. I don't know what he's doing. He might be busy. I'll have to give him a call later. And Valdez is at the plate, and he takes a strike, so it's an 0-1 count to Valdez. So we have 1 out in the inning here in the bottom of the 4th. And Valdez hits that to right center field, and Valdez is running, and he's going for 3 here, and throw is made to third, and Valdez is safe. So Valdez hits a triple, so we have a runner on third now with 1 out, and Tommy Pham is coming to the plate. Glasnow Nails is pitching for the Dodgers. He just got knocked out. All right, so Tyler Glasnow gave up that grand slam, huh? Ace says V. I think he meant to say something else there. It might have been a typo. So 1 ball, no strike to Tommy Pham. Tommy Pham struck out in the 3rd inning, so he is 0 for 1. Yeah, Grisham out there jogging in center field. He's got to run a little faster. It's not a smooth pop out there, Trent. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Tommy Pham. So we have a runner on 3rd with 1 out. A triple hit by Valdez. The Pirates have a 2-1 lead. Warren sets. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Tommy Pham. Let's see if Will Warren can get his 5th strikeout of the game here. Warren sets. Here's the 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. And we have Adam Frazier waiting on deck. Two balls, 2 strikes to Tommy Pham with a runner on 3rd. Warren sets. Here's the 2-2 and just misses. So the count is now full. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Tommy Pham. Warren sets. Here's the pitch. And Pham pops it up to right field. Bellinger will make the play. Valdez, does he tag up? He does tag up. He does score a run. So it is a sac fly there for Pham. And it is a 3-1 lead now for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And we have Adam Frazier now coming to the plate. So it's 2 outs in the inning. The Pittsburgh Pirates have a 3-1 lead here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitch from Warren, and that is high. So 1 ball, no strike to Adam Frazier. Here's the 1-0. Just misses. 2 balls, no strikes now to Adam Frazier. Here's the 2-0. And Frazier hits it, passes Anthony Volpe into center field, and he is on there with a single. So it's a 2-out single for Adam Frazier. And the Pirates are still keeping it alive here in the bottom of the 4th with IKF coming to the plate. So 2 outs in the inning with a runner on first. The Pirates have a 3-1 lead here in the bottom of the 4th. And here we have IKF. And he hits one into the gap there. And Dominguez running, picks up the ball. And Adam Frazier will score. And it is a double for IKF. RBI double for IKF. And it's a 4-1 lead now. So a little bit of a rough inning here for Will Warren. So back-to-back rough innings. So the Pirates do score 2 runs in this inning. And here we have Matt Blake coming out, trying to get out of this inning here. And it looks like Hedrick is warming up in the bullpen. Tomorrow, I should be able to call the game tomorrow there, Jacob. So Warren so far, giving up 6 hits, 4 runs. He struck out 4, walked 1. First 2 innings looked really good for Will Warren. Third inning, not so great. This inning so far, not so great. So he desperately needs to get out before any more damage is done. The Pittsburgh Pirates have a 4-1 lead right now over the New York Yankees. And here's the pitch to Hayes, and that is in their first strike. So it's 2 outs with a runner on second. Pittsburgh has a 4-1 lead. Here's the 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hayes is 1 for 2 in today's game. So 1-1 count to Hayes, 2 outs, runner on second, bottom of the fourth, 4-1 lead for the Pirates. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hayes. Let's play that. Hope he can get a strikeout here. Hope he can get his 5th strikeout of the game. Will Warren sets, checks the runner at second. Here's the 1-2. Pitch outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, we know he's not a ace caliber. At best, he's a number 3, number 4 pitcher. He's got potential. I still say he's got potential. He still needs some work. And missed the outside corner. The count is now full. Yeah, Jacob. Yeah, buddy. But this will definitely be Will Warren's last inning here. So here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Let's go. So 2 runs on 3 hits for the Pirates, and we are going to the top of the 5th. So that was Will Warren's 5th strikeout of the game. Top of the 5th coming up. We are in a commercial break. How's everybody feeling? Let's see if the Yankees bats can answer. Heaney so far pitching a really good game. He only gave up the 1 run so far. He struck out 8 batters right now, so hasn't issued any walks. So Heaney pitching a good game, but the Yankees bats, they have to answer back. They need to have an answer for Heaney. So now it is hard to sweep, man. It is hard to sweep, no doubt about it. I mean, but the possibility is still there to sweep. It's hard to do, though. I'm not disagreeing with that. But there's still an opportunity. Still an opportunity. So we'll see what the Yankees do. But I do appreciate everybody tuning in to the live stream. It's greatly appreciated. So if you are enjoying the broadcast, make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe. Share this channel out with everybody you know. Let's continue growing this channel out. Let's see how many likes I'm at right now. Like I said, if we get to 50, I'm gifting a membership while we're live. If we get to 50 while we're live, 50 likes, I'm gifting a membership. Looks like we're at 27. So 23 more to go, people. So if there's 23 people out there that haven't liked, hit that like button. If you have not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. So they're showing Heaney's strikeouts here in the game. Heaney having himself a good game right now. So he's done well against the New York Yankees. So there's no doubt about it. But we are back to the game here, and here we have Oswald Peraza at the plate, and he swings and misses on strike 1. Heaney so far at 66 pitches. Peraza is 0 for 1 in today's game. He struck out in his last at bat, and Peraza pops one up in foul territory, and Valdez makes the play for out number 1. And now we have Trent Grisham coming to the plate. He is 1 for 1 in today's game. He hit a single in the 3rd inning. Grisham's bat has been on fire as of late. Let's see what he does at this at bat against Andrew Heaney. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike on a 71-mile-per-hour curveball. Here's the 0-1. And Grisham hits a grounder to the first baseman, Valdez, as he steps on the bag for out number 2. So 2 quick outs for Andrew Heaney. And we are back to the top of the order. Paul Goldschmidt is at the plate. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. Here's the first pitch, and it is in there for a strike. So 0-1 count to Paul Goldschmidt. Here's the pitch. And Goldschmidt hits that, and it goes over Adam Frazier's head to center field, and he is on there for a single. So it's a 2-out single for Paul Goldschmidt. So let's see what the Yankees do here. Can they make some more noise? As we have Cody Bellinger at the plate. He is 1 for 2 in today's game. Heaney sets, checks the runner on first. Here's the pitch. And that is low for a ball. So 1 ball, no strike. Appreciate you, Robert. Thank you so much there, bud. Heaney checks first base. Here's the pitch. 2 balls, no strikes to Cody Bellinger. So we have 2 outs here in the top of the 5th with a runner on first. And the Pittsburgh Pirates have a 4-1 lead over the New York Yankees. It's a 2-0 count to Bellinger. Heaney sets. Here's the pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike now. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Heaney sets. Here's the pitch. And Bellinger hits one to left field. And Pham is running on, and he makes the play for out number 3. The Yankees do get a hit. They do strand a runner. So 1 hit, no runs, no errors as we head into the bottom of the 5th. Yeah, the bats definitely need to wake up, man. They need to wake up. We are heading to the bottom of the 5th. Let's check some of these scores around Major League Baseball. Let's see what we got here, folks. All right, the White Sox are beating the Tigers 3-1. The Nationals are beating the Diamondbacks 4-2. The Mets are beating the Blue Jays 2-0. The Phillies have a 6-3 lead over the Dodgers. The Cardinals and the Red Sox have a 1-1 game. It's a tie game. 4-0. The Royals are beating Baltimore. Milwaukee's beating the Reds 1-0. 4-1 game between Minnesota's beating Houston 4-1. 0-0 Tampa Bay and Texas. 3-3 game between the Cubs and the Padres. The Rockies and Athletics games should be starting here soon. And we have a couple of games starting here later in the afternoon. And then the night game between the Red Sox and St. Louis. So that game it's a doubleheader because the game was postponed yesterday due to weather. And we are in a commercial break. But how are we feeling, folks? I know we're probably feeling a little bit down, right, with the Yankees losing right now, but still an opportunity for them to make a comeback. The bats just need to wake up. Bats haven't been able to answer. So we're at 28 likes now, folks. 28 likes. So we are 22 likes away from 50 from a free membership. And Brett Hedrick is taking over pitching duties. We are back to the game. And that is a foul ball from Brian Reynolds. It's an 0-1 count. So that is your new pitcher, is Brent Hedrick. Pitching alert. Yeah, I said Will Warren would pitch 4 innings, and he did exactly that. And does he go? First base umpire says no. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Brian Reynolds. So we are in the bottom of the 5th. It's a 1-1 count to Brian Reynolds. The Pirates have a 4-1 lead. As Brian Reynolds takes a strike, it's a 1-2 count to Reynolds. Robert dropping the judge emojis. I'm gonna have to get some more emojis. I gotta start working on some. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brian Reynolds. Here's the pitch, and Reynolds fouls it. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brian Reynolds. Here's the 1-2, and Reynolds fouls it. Still staying alive. One ball, 2 strikes to Brian Reynolds. Hedrick sets. Here's the pitch and fouls it off. Reynolds is battling. I don't know why I'm thinking about Heaney. Holy smokes. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brian Reynolds. Here's the pitch and just misses. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Reynolds. Count is even at 2-2. Here's the pitch from swing and a miss. There we go. So it goes down on strikes. 1 out in the inning. So we have 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. So Hedrick with his first strikeout of the game. And here we have O'Neal Cruz at the plate. He is 1 for 2 in today's game. And third base umpire says he did not go. So it's 1 ball, no strike to O'Neal Cruz. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. O'Neal Cruz at the plate. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Hedrick sets. Here's the pitch. And O'Neal Cruz pops 1 up. And Anthony Volpe is there to make the play for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. And here we have Joey Bart at the plate. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. Here's the pitch from Hedrick. And that is popped up in foul territory, but it is out of play. Souvenir for a fan. Count is no balls, 1 strike. Joey Bart is 0 for 2 in today's game with a flyout and a strikeout. So we have 2 outs in the inning here in the bottom of the 5th. 0-1 count to Joey Bart. Hedrick sets. Here's the pitch. And did he go? First base umpire said no. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to Joey Bart. Here's the 1-1. And it is foul back. Count is 1-2. Get that 2-strike power play in. get the second strikeout of the game. Let's see. All right, Hedrick sets. Here's the pitch. And Bart fouls it back, still staying alive. Hedrick gets the signal. He sets. Here's the pitch. And Bart pops it up. And Bellinger is right there to make the play for out number 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors. And we are heading to the top of the 6th. And the Pirates still have a 4-1 lead. So let's see if the Yankees bats have any answer. Aaron Judge will lead off the inning. Oh, you're good, dude. Don't worry, Robert. It happens, man. Joe is saying Kirk kills the Yankees and against the Mets. He hits like he's dying, can't get a hit against him. It happens. And we are in a commercial break right now, and I will be right back. All right, we're back to the game. Around the majors, Cortez placed on a 15-day IL. Nestor Cortez. Shohei Ohtani threw 26-pitch bullpen. No timetable to pitching games. Tigers won 4-5 last game. Torn opponents 29-16. And we are back to the game. And Judge swings and misses on strike 1. So Judge is 0 for 2 in today's game with 2 strikeouts. Heaney right now at 76 pitches. Here's the 0-1. Count now is 1 ball, 1 strike to Aaron Judge. Here's the 1-1. And it is a check swing back to the pitcher. Throws over to first for out number 1. So Judge now is 0 for 3 in today's game. So we have 1 out here in the top of the 6th. And we have Jazz Chisholm Jr. coming to the plate. He is 1 for 2 in today's game. Got the only RBI of the game. Happy birthday to your father there, Robert. My condolences. And it's 1-0 to Jazz Chisholm Jr. As Anthony Volpe is waiting on deck, we have 1 out here in the top of the 6th. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Jazz Chisholm Jr. I got you, Jacob. I mean, I'm into the NBA. I'm just not into it as much as I used to be, man. Swing and a miss. Count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Yeah, I'm still into the NBA. I'm just not into it like I used to be. The one sport that's been really putting me to sleep anymore has been the NFL. But here's the 1-2 and just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. You're good, Jacob. You're good. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Ace, the bats are freaking sleeping today, bro. I need to go to sleep too. Here's the 2-2. And Jazz fouls it off, still staying alive. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Andrew Heaney at 83 pitches. I got you, Robert. I got you, buddy. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jazz Chisholm Jr. We have 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Here's the 2-2. Ooh. Count is now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Let's see what happens here. Here's the payoff. Swing and a miss, and Jazz Chisholm strikes out. That is the 9th strikeout for Andrew Heaney, folks. 9 strikeouts for Andrew Heaney. He is pitching a great game today. The Yankees bats just have been cold in this game, and we have Anthony Volpe at the plate with 2 outs in the inning. And that first pitch is a ball, so 1 ball, no strikes to Anthony Volpe. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. Here's the 1-0. Way inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Now to Anthony Volpe. So we have 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. 2-0 count to Anthony Volpe. 3-0 now to Anthony Volpe. Austin Wells is on deck. Here's a 3-0. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Anthony Volpe. Let's see if they give him the green light here. 21 more likes, people. 21 more likes. Are there 21 people that haven't hit the like button yet? And it's a walk to Anthony Volpe, so it's a 2-out walk. And we have Austin Wells coming to the plate. Heaney right now at 90 pitches. So 21 more likes, people. If we get 21 more likes, if we get 50 likes while we're live, I will gift a free membership. So are there 21 people out there that have not liked this live stream yet? I don't know why you would turn anything down that is free. I'm just throwing that out there. But we have a runner on first with 2 outs. Austin Wells at the plate, and he swings and misses on the first pitch. So 0-1 count to Austin Wells. And that is the first walk issued, by the way, folks, by Andrew Heaney. So 9 strikeouts, 1 walk for Heaney. Heaney sets. Oh, looks like he steps off. Wells steps off. And we're back in action. Here's the 0-1. And Wells pops one up. And McCutchen is right there to make the play for out number 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors. A walk issued by Heaney. And we are heading to the bottom of the 6th. It would be safe to assume that was probably his last inning. And the Pirates have a 4-1 lead. So bats still have no answer. Let's see if they could come alive here in the top of the 7th. Maybe they come alive. Yeah, it's a bummer. 3 outs. What are you going to do? But that's baseball. But it's a 4-1 game. And we're heading to the bottom of the 6th. Let's check the scores here around Major League Baseball. So White Sox beating the Tigers 3-1. 4-3 game. Nationals are beating the Diamondbacks. 2-1 game. Mets are beating the Blue Jays. Phillies are beating the Dodgers 6-4. The Red Sox are beating the Cardinals 2-1. Royals are beating the Orioles 4-0. Brewers are beating the Reds 2-0. Twins are beating the Astros 4-1. The Rays and the Rangers are tied at 0. Cubs are beating San Diego Padres 5-3. The A's are beating the Rockies 2-0. And that's what we got right now. And should have a couple. We have the Giants and Mariners starting here in about an hour, along with the Angels and Guardians. And then once again, your Sunday night game is the Red Sox and Cardinals. They are playing a doubleheader. And the Marlins and Braves are postponed, so no game today. And Jonathan Loaiza injury report. He threw a bullpen session yesterday with AA Somerset. He's currently on the 15-day IL with the UCL injury. He's on track to return in late May, early June, so can't wait to see him back. The Yankees certainly need some reinforcements back in the bullpen. And Hedrick is back out there on the mound. And we have McCutchen at the plate. It's a 1-0 count to McCutchen. 2 balls, no strikes. Heaney is a Mike Maddox reclamation project. Unlike Montgomery, Heaney has been able to produce away from Maddox. You sent me sickening, to be honest. Goes to show how crap the Pirates ownership is. I'll have to check it out. As McCutchen fouls it. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike now to Andrew McCutchen. We are here in the bottom of the 6th. Valdez is waiting on deck. The Pirates have a 4-1 lead. I'll check the message here in a moment there, bud. Here's the 2-1. Count now is 3 balls and 1 strike now. Yeah, David Cohen, it is one of those games, man. It happens. You win some, you lose some, dude. But hopefully you're doing well. Here's the 3-1. And McCutchen will take a walk. So first walk issued by Hedrick. And we have Emmanuel Valdez, who hit a triple in his last at-bat. Here's the pitch. That is in their first strike. So we have a runner on here in the bottom of the 6th with nobody out. It's an 0-1 count to Valdez. You're on your way to work? Yeah, all is well with me, dude. Swing and a miss. 0-2 count now to Valdez. All good with me, man. Thanks for asking. So we're officially 2 hours, well, a little under 2 hours into the live stream. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he gets a strikeout. That is the second strikeout for Hedrick, and we have 1 out in the inning. So second strikeout of the game for Brent Hedrick. We have a runner on first with Tommy Pham at the plate, who is 0 for 1 in today's game as he takes a strike. So no balls, 1 strike to Tommy Pham. Appreciate you, Gusto. Hedrick gets the signal here. Here's the pitch. That is in their first strike, so it's an 0-2 count. And Yoendry Gomez warming up in the bullpen. Does Hedrick get his 3rd strikeout of the game? Here's the 0-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. So Tommy Pham is 0 for 1. He had a sac fly in the 4th inning. Here's the 1-2. And he fouls it. Still staying alive. David Cohen says, guess we know who might be out of the rotation once Schmidt comes back. I mean, if we're strictly going off of this game, yeah, you could easily say Will Warren. I mean, it wasn't his game today. His first outing, though, against the Diamondbacks, that was a solid outing. This game, not so much. Count now is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th with a runner on first. Heaney sets. Here's the pitch. And the count is now full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. If Carrasco pitches well his next game, it's Warren. Yeah, if Carrasco pitches 2, back-to-back good starts, yeah, I could see it. And Pham fouls it off. So if his second start is a good one, yeah, might be safe to say Warren gets taken out of the rotation. And I think they should send him back down, if anything, not send him to the bullpen. But here's the 3-2. And swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the inning, strikeout of the game for Hedrick. We have 2 outs in the inning now. Yeah, I'm happy for Carrasco too, man. I'm really happy for him. I'm really happy for him. Getting another opportunity. But yeah, if they do take Warren out of the rotation, they should send him back to the minors. That way he can get more starts. They would do him a disservice if they put him in the bullpen. That definitely would not be the right move to make. And Frazier fouls that back. It's a 1-1 count to Frazier. Because the thing is, it's like let's just say they take Carrasco out of the rotation, right? Let's just say it happens. We don't know for sure. They could put Carrasco in the bullpen and keep Warren in the lineup. I mean, they could very well do something like that. And that pitch is fouled back, and it's a 1-2 count. Let's play that horn. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Does Hedrick get his 3rd strikeout in the inning? Does he get his 4th strikeout of the game? Hedrick sets. Here's the pitch, and that is fouled off. Yeah, I mean, Carrasco has the stuff to be a reliever. Warren has potential. I say he has potential. He's not an ace by any means. And it's a swing and a miss for strikeout number 3. So we are going to the top of the 7th. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and a walk issued. So that is 3 strikeouts in the inning here for Hedrick, and that's his 4th strikeout of the game. So solid outing by Hedrick as we head to the top of the 7th. The Yankees definitely certainly have to answer back. The bats have been cold, so let's see if there's any noise made by the Yankees bats. So we will see what happens, and we're in a commercial break right now. Oh, you were talking about, I'm sorry. I didn't know who you were talking about there, bud. You were talking about Warren as a reliever. I mean, he's got reliever type stuff, but I think the Yankees want him as a starter, but he could be a reliever. I mean, either one of those guys could be relievers, but we'll see what the Yankees do. Once Clark Schmidt gets back, let him get back, and then we'll find out what move they make. But we are in a commercial break right now, folks, and it's a 4-1 game. The Pirates are leading. Let's see how many likes we have on the stream. Like I said, if we get to 50 likes while we're live, I will purchase a membership, and somebody will be the recipient of a free membership. So it says I have 28 likes. I don't know if that's accurate. Let's see. Well, it says 29 now, so I'll go with 29. So we're 21 likes away, folks. And we are back to the game with Jason Dominguez at the plate, and he pops one up. And O'Neal Cruz is there to make the play for the first out. And one pitch, one out. So one out already. Who bought your membership? It had to have been either Ken or Rodney. It's usually one of those guys that purchases memberships on this channel. So it was probably one of those two guys. Here we have Oswald Peraza, who is 0 for 2 in today's game, and he takes a strike. So we have one out here in the top of the 7th. And Heaney's back on the mound, folks. I thought it would have been his last inning, but nope. He is back on the mound, and it's an 0-2 count to Oswald Peraza. Heaney right now at 95 pitches. So that's right, man. That's the beauty of gifted memberships. And the way the gifted memberships work there, David, it's if you're gifted a membership, it's you're a member for 30 days. And then if you want to continue, you'd have to purchase a membership yourself if you want that to continue. And it's a swing and a miss. So 0 for 3 game for Peraza. That is the 10th strikeout. The 10th strikeout for Heaney. So Heaney has been dominant in today's game. So 2 outs in this inning with Trent Grisham coming to the plate. He is 1 for 2 in today's game. And he takes a strike. That pitch seemed a little bit low. I didn't quite agree with that call. Grisham's not too happy about it. Yeah, definitely not the Heaney who was with the Yankees. 1 ball, 1 strike. I'm trying to remember, was Heaney was Rothschild the pitching coach during that time? And Santana and Baraki warming up in the bullpen there for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Here's the 1-1. And Grisham hits a grounder to the second baseman. Throws over to first to Valdez for out number 3. So it's a 1-2-3 inning. A quick 1-2-3 inning. And we are here in the bottom of the 7th. And we will go to a commercial break. Rothschild was a go figure, dude. I was not a Rothschild's fan. I was never really a Rothschild's fan. I never thought he was a great pitching coach. That's just me. I don't think he did any good service to the pitchers during his time. But we are in a commercial break. It is the 7th inning stretch. The 7th inning will start here soon. And we will be right back, folks. Commercial break. All right. We are back to the game. Pitching change, pitching alert. Yoandry Gomez on the mound. It's an 0-1 count to IKF. And he hits one, a grounder to the third baseman, throws over to first. So Peraza to Paul Goldschmidt. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Let's see if the Yankees have a rally in them, but they have to get out of this inning first. So we have 1 out with Hayes at the plate. And he takes a ball. Wait till I see you there, Jacob. I'm gonna spar you. You're gonna be running around the freaking ring. You're gonna be crying violence. You're gonna be like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. And if he's coming after me. That's a 2-0 count to Hayes. With 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th, and it's a swing and a miss. 2 balls, 1 strike. You're gonna duck? What, you don't think I can get you? All right. Challenge accepted. Very nice there, David. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Hayes. Here's the pitch. 3 balls, 1 strike. Can you guys play like this? I mean, I can't play like that. I'm not on the team. Can the Yankees play like that against the Guardians? I mean, they could, but they're not going to. I mean, they don't want to. 3-1 count. And it is a walk to Hayes. So a runner will take first base with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. And Brian Reynolds is coming to the plate. He is 1 for 3 in today's game. No doubt about it, David. No doubt about it. Yeah, we got 2 Jacobs in here. You guys are both clowning. And Reynolds hits that to left field. And Dominguez makes the catch for out number 2. Dominguez doing some good work out there in left field. We're giving him a round of applause. You know what? We're always going to do that for Dominguez. Round of applause. So 2 outs in the inning. Dominguez looking comfortable, though, in left field. I mean, he's shown that more and more comfort there in left field. And Cruz takes a strike. He is 1 for 3 in today's game. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th with a runner on first. 0-1 count to O'Neal Cruz. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and a fouls and hits the umpire's mask, and he looks a little dazed. I might fix his his eye adjustment for the strike zone. That's messed up. I'm sorry. 0-2 count now to O'Neal Cruz. I think looks like he's doing all right. He's just trying to get his senses back. Now I'll just call you Frederick, and I'll call the other Jacob. I'll just call him by his last name. So I'll call both of you by your last names, Frederick and Petruzzi. Yeah, David. I mean, you know, I like Bellinger too, and the fact, like you said, like the fact that he wanted to be a Yankee is just like it makes him even more likable. And he looks like he belongs, man. He's got that swagger about him. Like, yeah, I'm a Yankee. I deserve to be here. I represent it. His dad played for the team too. So, yeah, why not? But it's an 0-2 count to O'Neal Cruz. Let's get that horn playing. And Gomez get his first strikeout of the game here. Here's the 0-2. And Gomez checks first base. And you'll do it again. So no balls, 2 strikes to O'Neill Cruz. We have a runner on first with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. And O'Neill Cruz hits that to center field. And Trent Grisham is right there to make the play for out number 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors. A walk issued. And we are going to the top of the 8th. The Yankees have a 4-1 lead. So the Yankees have an opportunity here in the top of the 8th to try to get something going here. If not, then they have one last chance at the top of the 9th to hope either tie the game up or take the lead. But the chances of winning this game is slowly dying down. But I do appreciate everybody hanging out. It is greatly appreciated. So you guys and gals are the best. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. We are currently at 31 likes. So if there's 19 people that haven't hit the like button yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. If we get to 50 likes while we're live, free membership coming to you, brought to you by me. Yeah, David. I mean, he has an option, and I think he'll exercise that player option after the season. You could easily move him over to first base. I think the game plan would be to bring up Spencer Jones for next season if he can show some improvement. I mean, there's things that Spencer Jones still needs to work on. So there's a possibility we could see Spencer Jones here when they expand the roster. There could be that possibility. But, the Yankees could very well go after Kyle Tucker too. I mean, they tried trading for him. But, we'll see what happens in the offseason when free agency comes around. But we'll worry about that right when the time comes. We've got to worry about 2025 right now. And here we have former New York Yankee pitcher Dennis Santana taking a mound here for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And Paul Goldschmidt will lead off the top of the 8th. He is 1 for 3 in today's game. Yeah, I like for the Yankees to keep Belly. But it's up to Belly. It's a player option. So it's an 0-1 count to Paul Goldschmidt. Here's the 0-1. Count now is 1 ball, 1 strike. So we're in the top of the 8th. It's a 1-1 count to Paul Goldschmidt. The Pittsburgh Pirates are leading this game 4-1. Here's the 1-1. And that is in there for a strike. The count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Paul Goldschmidt. I think he will. I think he'll exercise his player option. I don't know if that he'll opt out. It's not sure who will give him a better deal, honestly. But Goldschmidt hits one, and Adam Frazier's right there to make the play for out number 1. Goldschmidt 1 for 4 in today's game. And Bellinger's at the plate now. He is 1 for 3 in today's game. Bellinger swings and misses on a 90-mile-per-hour cutter. 1 for 3 for Cody Bellinger, single in the first, scored a run, also had a stolen base. And Bellinger calls time. Here's the 0-1. And swing and a miss. Swings at a ball in the dirt. Count quickly becomes 0-2 to Cody Bellinger. We have one out in the inning here in the top of the 8th. Dennis Santana sets. Here's the pitch. And Bellinger fouls it. So still staying alive. Still 0-2 count to Cody Bellinger. And the game has officially been a little over 2 hours. Live stream has been a little over 2 hours now. 0-2 count to Cody Bellinger. Here's the pitch from Santana. And another foul ball. So Cody Bellinger still staying alive. Here's the 0-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Cody Bellinger. Yankees trying to make a comeback in today's game. They're down 4-1 against the Pirates. Here's the 1-2. And Bellinger pops one up. Who makes the play? IKF makes the play. And we have 2 outs in the inning. We had a bunch of guys, a couple of guys in the infield, a couple of guys from the outfield running towards the ball. And then IKF makes the play. So 2 outs in the inning, and we have Aaron Judge coming to the plate. He is 0 for 3 in today's game. Yeah, IKF ran all the way out there. And Aaron Judge is the player of the week. Average 364, home runs 6, 17 RBIs, 1447. He leads all of Major League Baseball. And it's a 0-2 count to Aaron Judge. And he is down to his last strike. So we have 2 outs in the inning here in the top of the 8th. Nobody on. No balls, 2 strikes to the captain. Here's the 0-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Warren, first 2 innings he looked good. The last 2 innings, not so great, right? I mean, he still struck out 5, walked 1, but you did notice he was starting to lose control of his pitches, and the bats for the Pirates definitely took advantage there in the 3rd and 4th inning. And Judge hits one high. It is far, but O'Neal Cruz makes the play at the warning track. That ball was carrying, but it is the 3rd out here in the top of the 8th, and we are going to the bottom of the 8th. So no runs, no hits, no errors. So bottom of the 8th coming up. While we are in a commercial break, let's see the scores around Major League Baseball. So the White Sox beating the Tigers 3-1, bottom of the 8th. The Nationals are beating the Diamondbacks 5-3 here in the bottom of the 7th. 2-1 game. Mets are beating the Blue Jays here in the bottom of the 7th. Phillies beating the Dodgers 6-5, top of the 7th. Royals beating the Orioles 4-0, top of the 7th. Tie game, bottom of the 7th, coming up here between Boston and St. Louis. Milwaukee Brewers are beating the Reds 7-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. The Twins are beating the Astros 7-3 in the top of the 5th. The Rays and Rangers are tied at 1 apiece here in the top of the 5th. The Cubs are beating the Padres here in the bottom of the 4th, heading into the bottom of the 4th, 7-5. The Rockies are beating the A's going into the top of the 3rd, 5-2. The Giants and Mariners are going to start here soon. The Angels and Guardians are going to start here soon. The second game of between the Cardinals and the Red Sox will be played later tonight. And Braves Marlins game has been postponed. So those are your scores right there, folks. The Mets are not losing. Hold on. No, the Mets are winning. Sorry, if I said losing, I apologize. The Mets are winning. They're beating the Blue Jays 2-1, and looks like they're going to go to the top of the 8th in that game. As ready as one can be there, David. But we are back to the game. It's the bottom of the 8th. Yoandry Gomez is back on the mound. And Joey Bart is at the plate. He is 0 for 3 in today's game. It's a 1-0 count to Joey Bart. Here's the 1-0. And Bart pops one up to center field. Trent Grisham is right there. And he makes the play for out number 1. So Bart is 0 for 4 in today's game. What happens at WrestleMania there? Yes, Jacob, I did hear about Nasty Nestor. Unfortunate for him. He's on the 15-day IL with a flexor strain. I'm going Cody Rhodes, man. And we have McCutchen at the plate. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. And he takes a strike. So we have one out here in the bottom of the 8th, and it's a swing and a miss by McCutchen. So the count now is 0-2. Does Gomez get his first strikeout of the game here? So 0-2 count to Andrew McCutchen. We have one out here in the bottom of the 8th with nobody on. The Pirates have a 4-1 lead. Here's the 0-2, and that is fouled. You got Cody, too, and honestly, I believe we might hear the glass break during the match. The glass break? Are you talking like Stone Cold Steve Austin making an appearance? And McCutchen fouls that, still staying alive. Checking to see how many likes we have on this live stream. Once again, if we get to 50 likes while we're live, I will purchase a membership. And somebody will be the recipient of that membership. We are at 33 likes, so 17 more, folks. And that pitch is high. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Andrew McCutchen. So 17 more likes, people. 17 more likes. Are there 17 people out there that have not liked this stream yet? Yoandry Gomez sets. Here's the pitch. And it is a ball. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Andrew McCutchen. Stone Cold helping Cody. I figured you would say that. So 2-2 counts to McCutchen. Yoandry sets. Here's the pitch. And the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to McCutchen. Yeah, it's just Yankees can't get anything going there, John. It's just one of those games, man. So Pirates manager arguing with the umpire about the pitch count. He thought it was ball 4. So 34 likes, folks. We need 16 more likes for a free membership. 16 more. Who hasn't hit that like button yet? And McCutchen fouls that off. I mean, The Rock has to be involved, right? I mean, after all. And here we have Borucki warming up in the bullpen for the Pittsburgh Pirates, left-handed pitcher. Here's the pitch. Does he go? And, yep, he does go, and that is a strikeout for Gomez. And that is 2 outs in the inning. That's a strikeout for Gomez. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Makes sense, David. And here we have Valdez at the plate. He is 1 for 3 in today's game, and he takes a ball. So we have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th, nobody on. And Valdez is at the plate. It's 1-0 to Valdez. The Pirates are leading this game 4-1. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Ball count now is 1 ball, 1 strike. He did, David. I still think that the heel turn should have been done years ago with John Cena, man. I mean, I understand why they did it now. It's all good. I'm cool with it, but they should have done it a long time ago, in my opinion. But here's the 1-1, and it's a check swing foul. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's get that horn playing. And Gomez get a strikeout here to end the inning. And you get the second strikeout of the game. Yeah, they'll probably leave it as a surprise there, David. But it's a 1-2 count to Valdez with 2 outs in the inning. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Ball or count now is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, Vince didn't allow it. Yeah, that would have been awesome, man. I mean, it would have probably gotten like some more ratings, kind of like when Hogan joined the NWO. Remember that? Back in 96? That was epic. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And that is popped up foul. So Valdez still staying alive. So 2-2 count, 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Gomez, and Valdez hits that, and Cody Bellinger is there to make the play for out number 3. And we are heading to the top of the 9th, and the Yankees have one last chance to make a comeback. And let's see what happens. And we are in a commercial break. Game has been just a little over 2 hours. So game has gone by fairly quick for the most part. Not your usual 3-hour game, but the game has been 2 hours and 21 minutes or so. This live stream has been 2 hours and 26 minutes and counting. So I appreciate everybody tuning in. I hope you're all enjoying the live stream. I know it's not the game that we were hoping for. We were hoping for a sweep, but as of right now, it doesn't look like it's happening. But Yankees have one final chance to make something happen to try and at least tie up the game. And once again, we are at 34 likes. So 16 more while we're live, 16 more likes. If we can get 16 more likes, I'll gift the membership. I still think Hogan turning heel was the biggest heel turn in the – it certainly was, man, because nobody expected it. Like, because Hogan's character, right? Like, he was just the American hero. He was the man. He was the face of wrestling. And then to make a comeback, and we all thought, okay, this guy's going to save WCW. And then all of a sudden, he's just like, nope. He's like, I'm joining the dark side. I'm joining the black and white. I'm joining the NWO. I'm joining Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. So it was something that nobody expected, man. And back then, it was such a big deal, where you didn't have all this information way back when, where you were just like, okay, who's going to be there, who won't be there. It was everything as a surprise. In this day and age now, it's like you could look this stuff up and see who's going to be at the event, who's not going to be there. So in a way, it kind of takes the fun. You know what I mean? But here we have Jack Sawinski taking over left field. Borucki is taking over pitching duties, and we are here in the top of the ninth. And Tommy Pham is taking over at right field. And here we have Jazz Chisholm Jr. to lead off here in the top of the ninth. And the first pitch to Jazz is in there for a strike. So it's an 0-1 count to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Oh, and a 1 count. Here's the pitch to Borucki. Shows bunt, but it is a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is 1 for 3 in today's game. Had an RBI double in the first. The only RBI of the game for the Yankees was by Jazz Chisholm Jr. And that sweeper is in there for a strike. The count now is 1-2. What's up, D's channel? How's it going? So 1-2 count to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Yeah, I don't know how people forget that Hogan was in the WWE. I don't know how people forget that. That shocks me, but here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. So Jazz Chisholm strikes out, and that is a strikeout for Borucki. And Jazz Chisholm is 1 for 4 in today's game. Yeah, the bats were pretty lame today there, D's channel. And Volpe is at the plate now, and he takes a strike. So we have 1 out here in the top of the ninth. The Yankees have 2 outs left. Here's the 0-1. Count now is 1 ball, 1 strike. You forget that I go live. I don't know what that means, but okay. And the count now is 2 balls and 1 strike to Anthony Volpe. Bats went lib. And it's a ground ball. IKF makes a diving or a sliding play, but Anthony Volpe will reach safely on first base. So we do have a runner on first with Austin Wells coming to the plate. And we have a runner on first. Torpedo bats, yeah. If Volpe has a good season, do you extend him? If you're asking me, I don't know, man. It's interesting that you asked that question because I put a poll in one of the live streams and nobody voted to extend him by himself. But the majority of the folks were saying to extend both Volpe and Wells. I think that was either second or first in the polls. I don't know, man. And that is in there for a strike. It's a 1-1 count to Austin Wells. I don't know. Yankees, generally speaking, they don't extend their players. They did it for Aaron Hicks. That was a mistake. They did it for Luis Severino, but unfortunately, he was freaking injury prone. And it's a bunt by Austin Wells, and a play is made, and Wells is out at first, but Volpe does move over to second base. So we have 2 outs in the inning. So we have 15 more likes now. Can we get 15 more likes? Jazz needs to be extended first. Yeah, we need to let's see what kind of season Jazz Chisholm has. You know what I mean? Yeah, hopefully they could do well against the Tigers there, D's channel. The Yankees are going to have their hands full on Tuesday and Wednesday when they go up against Skubal and Flaherty. Although Skubal, he's 0-2 to start out the season. I mean, not that Skubal is going to – I don't think he's going to pitch bad against the Yankees, honestly. But it's a 1-1 count to Jason Dominguez as he fouls that off. So 2 outs in the inning right now, folks. 1-1 count. Runner on second. Do the Yankees have a comeback in them? Yankees do hit Flaherty, but I'm not going to sleep on Flaherty. I don't ever sleep on him. It could be one of those games where Flaherty owns the Yankees, right? So let's see what happens, man. But it's a 2-1 count to Dominguez. So 3 balls, 1 strike now. So let's see if they give him the green light here. So we have a runner on second, 2 outs, bottom or top of the ninth. It's a 3-1 count. The Pirates have a 4-1 lead. And here's the pitch, and it is a walk. So we have 2 runners on now, folks. Runners on first and second. And here comes the pitching coach to talk with Barucki, and we have former Yankee Caleb Ferguson warming up in the bullpen. Yes, tough match. Yeah, that's what I was saying. We have a tough matchup against Skubal and Flaherty. I think they could win tomorrow's game. And Luke Weaver is looking to he's going to warm up in the bullpen here. So runners on first and second, 2 outs here in the top of the ninth. Yankees trying to make a comeback. We got Oswald Peraza, who was 0 for 3 in today's game. And looks like Joey Bart's coming out. So can the Yankees win 2 out of 3? I think they can against the Tigers. But if they were to win 1 out of 3 there at D's channel, I wouldn't necessarily be shocked. I mean, again, because they're going up against Flaherty and Skubal. If they were to beat one of those guys, that would be fantastic. But it's a 1-1 count now to Oswald Peraza with Trent Grisham waiting on deck. We got runners on first and second, top of the ninth. It's a 4-1 game. The Yankees trying to make a comeback here. So way outside, 2 balls and 1 strike to Oswald Peraza. Barucki sets. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. So count now is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Peraza down to his last strike. Yankees are 1 out away from losing this game. Fans on their feet at PNC Park, hoping that their home team wins here. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 men on, 2-2 count. Peraza hits it. It is a fair ball. And 1 run will score. And it is a 4-2 game. And Peraza with a solid hit. We have runners on second and third. The Yankees still staying alive. So it's a 4-2 game now, folks. Runners on second and third. It was a hard hit ball by Peraza that stayed fair. And it is an RBI double there for Oswald Peraza. With Trent Grisham at the plate. Grisham's been red hot, but he is 1 for 3 in today's game. And Grisham fouls that pitch off. It is 0-1 to Trent Grisham. That ball is in the dirt. So the count is 1 ball, 1 strike to Trent Grisham. So Trent Grisham is 1 for 3 in today's game. It is a 4-2 game now with a double by Peraza. We have runners on second and third. 1-1 count to Trent Grisham. Here's the pitch from Barucki, and it's a swing and a miss. Well, it's fouled, actually. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Grisham down to his final strike. Can he keep the game alive, folks? Can Trent Grisham keep the game alive? A hit can score 2 runs here. And they could tie up the game here in the top of the 9th. And it is a 2-2 count now. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Trent Grisham. Yankees trying to stay alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 men on, 2nd and 3rd. Barucki sets. Here's the pitch. And Grisham hits that. And it is a base hit. And 2 runs will score. And the Yankees tie the game up. 4-4, baby. Trent Grisham coming through with the clutch. Let's go. It is a 4-4 game. The Yankees keeping it alive, baby. The Yankees keeping it alive. That's what I'm talking about. Grisham with a single. A 2-run single here in the top of the 9th. 2 outs. Yankees rally back, folks. The Yankees rally back. Let's go. Did anybody see that coming? Here we were losing hope, and the Yankees still staying alive. And Barucki blows the save here. So the Yankees come back from 4-1, and they tie the game up, folks. It is a 4-4 game. The Yankees rally back here in the top of the 9th, and they score 3 runs. Trent Grisham staying hot. He is 2 for 4 in today's game. And we have a pitching change. Goldschmidt, Bellinger, Judge. Goldschmidt, Bellinger, Judge due up. Top of the order. Hey, Cold Italian Pizza. How you doing? How you doing? Oh, what are you thinking about this game, Cold Italian? What's going on? We are in a commercial break. There is a pitching change. The Yankees tied up here in the top of the 9th. The Yankees bats have been extremely quiet all day, all throughout the game. Andrew Heaney did work, but here we are, top of the 9th. The Yankees have an opportunity to hopefully take the lead, and let's see if the Yankees could take the lead going into the bottom of the 9th. Let's hope that they could avoid extra innings. Let's hope that if it does go into the bottom of the 9th, the Pirates don't walk away with a win. So the Yankees are still very much alive in this game. It's a 4-4 game. It's 2 outs. Paul Goldschmidt is due up. The top of the lineup is coming up when we come back from the commercial break with a runner on first. Cold Italian says he's feeling a lot better. Joe says he called it. Doran says just got home, pissed off from seeing the 4-1 score. Now it's top of the 9th, and boom. Exactly, man. Exactly. Smash those likes, people. Smash those likes. I want to gift the membership. Come on. Like, where are we at? Where are we at for likes, people? Where are we at for likes? Let's see. I'm at 35 likes. 15 more likes to 50 while we're live, folks. We're staying live a little bit longer. So we are back to the game. They're showing the replay. Trent Grisham coming through in the clutch. Clutch Grisham. Gotta love it. So 15 more likes to 50, people. Are there 15 people out there? And here we have Paul Goldschmidt at the plate. And Chase Shugart is the new pitcher. Pitching alert. Chase Shugart taking over pitching duties for the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's an 0-1 count to Paul Goldschmidt. And that is a ball. So 1-1 count. Paul Goldschmidt is 1 for 4 in today's game. So we have 2 outs in the inning with a runner on first. The Yankees rally back here in the top of the 9th, scoring 3 runs. They were been down 4-1 for the majority of the game. Here's the 1-1. And that is a grounder hit to the second baseman. Does he make the play? And he just gets him. So that is out number 3. And a couple of arms warming up now for the Yankees in the bullpen. Let's see who comes into the game. We are heading to the bottom of the 9th. This game is not over, folks. It is not over. We are going to the bottom of the ninth. Oh, the Yankees have made a comeback. How about that, folks? The Yankees made a comeback again. They scored 3 runs in the top of the ninth, and the game is not over yet, folks. So hopefully the Pirates don't walk it off in the bottom of the ninth, and the game will go to extra innings. Hopefully it does go to extra innings. And as you all know, extra inning games, there will be a ghost runner on second base. So the Yankees will start the top of the 10th. If it goes to the top of the 10th, they'll start with a runner at second base. And Cody Bellinger will lead off the 10th. So let's here's to hoping. Here's to hoping. But what a comeback that was, people. That was an epic comeback. To come back and tie up the game. And let's see where we're at for scores around Major League Baseball. So 3-1, White Sox beating the Tigers. Right now, it's the bottom of the ninth. Top of the ninth, Nationals are beating the Diamondbacks 5-4. Bottom of the eighth, Cardinals are beating the Red Sox 4-2. Top of the eighth, the Phillies are beating the Dodgers 8-7. The Royals are beating the Orioles in the top of the eighth, 4-1. Brewers are beating the Reds 7-1, top of the seventh. Twins are beating the Astros 7-4, top of the sixth. 1-1 game between the Rangers and Rays going into the bottom of the sixth. Cubs beating the Padres 7-6, bottom of the fifth. The Rockies are beating the A's 6-3 in the bottom of the fourth. Seattle winning right now going into the bottom of the first, 1-0. Angels and Guardians 0-0, top of the first. And the Mets beat the Blue Jays 2-1. And those are your scores. We are back in the game, folks. Let's see what happens. All right, Jacob. See you later, bro. And we have Luke Weaver on the mound. Do I get paid extra? I mean, if you want to pay me extra, bro, it's up to you. I'm hoping I get paid extra, but here we have Tommy Pham at the plate. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. We are in the bottom of the ninth. The game is still very much alive, and Pham will take a ball. So the count now is 1-0. 14 more likes to 50, people. 14 more likes, and I gift a membership. Here's the 1-0, swing and a miss. Count now is 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, can you make a call to the Yankees and tell them to put me on their payroll? Thanks, man. That's very nice of you, Gusto. I never thought you'd be so generous, sir. Here's the 1-1. And that count now is 2 balls and 1 strike. Weaver sets. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Count now is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Let's see if Luke Weaver can get his first strike out of the game. All right, I appreciate it, Gusto. You're the man, bro. Maybe if you show them your profile picture, they'll make the right decision. And he struck him out. 1 out in the inning. Let's go. So 1 out here in the bottom of the ninth. I thought you might find that funny. So 1 out here in the bottom of the ninth. Adam Frazier at the plate. He is 1 for 3 in today's game. Pirates would love to end the game here. Yankees want to keep it going. Here's the pitch from Weaver, and that is foul back. Count is no balls, 1 strike. And Pham is pissed, and he breaks his bat. And, yeah, he is angry. He is an angry man. Oh, boy. And Adam Frazier pops that up, Anthony Volpe is there to make the play for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the ninth. And here we have IKF coming to the plate. So we have 2 outs here in the bottom of the ninth with nobody on. The Yankees and Pirates game is tied at 4. The Yankees made a great comeback in the top of the ninth, scoring 3 runs. They were down 4-1 through most of the game, and the bats woke up in the top of the ninth. And here's the first pitch to IKF, and it is fouled in foul territory, out of play. Nice souvenir for a fan. Nobody fights over it. That's good. So 0-1 count to IKF. Due up in the top of the 10th, it is Cody Bellinger, Aaron Judge, Jazz Chisholm Jr. So the 3 big bats coming up here in the top of the 10th. 13 more likes. Let's go. 0-1 count to IKF. Here's the pitch. And that is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Caleb Ferguson, former New York Yankee, warming up in the bullpen there for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Here's the 1-1. And IKF pops that one up. And Cody Bellinger is there to make the play for out number 3. Folks, we are heading to extra innings. How about it, folks? Extra innings, what happens? It's a tie game, 4-4. Cody Bellinger will lead off the top of the 10th. This game is not over. Top of the 10th, extra baseball, extra live stream. Likes. Let's hit those likes. 13 more likes. Come on. I want to gift a membership. I'm trying to give something for free. Come on. Let's make something happen here. Hopefully the Yankees could get some runs here in the top of the 10th, and then they could close it off in the bottom of the 10th. Goldie starts at second base. Wait, what? What are you talking about? Oh, I see what you're saying. Never mind. Disregard. I was like, he's going to play second base. What are you talking about? Oh, man. Yeah, I think we can win 2, man. I think we can win 2. So far, let's see, 28 votes, and 71% of you said bring out the broomsticks. You all said that the Yankees will sweep. It might come into fruition. So let's see what the Yankees do here in the top of the 10th. They will have a gross runner at second. Cody Bellinger will lead off the inning. They're showing the replay here of the Yankees' epic comeback here in the top of the 9th. So we are back to the game. We are in extra innings, people. It is after hours baseball. Paul Goldschmidt will be the runner on second base. And here we have Caleb Ferguson taking over pitching duties. Pitching alert. Caleb Ferguson taking over for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Here we have Cody Bellinger leading off the top of the 10th. He is 1 for 4 in today's game. Here's the pitch from Ferguson, and it is a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes to Cody Bellinger. Goldschmidt is at second base to start off the top of the 10th. Ferguson checks on the runner. Here's the pitch. 2 balls, no strikes now to Cody Bellinger. Aaron Judge is waiting on deck. He is 0 for 4 in today's game. Here's the 2-0. 3-0 now to Cody Bellinger. 4-4 game, top of the 10th. Ghost runner on second. It's a 3-0 count to Cody Bellinger. Ferguson sets. Here's the pitch. And that is in there for a strike. See if they give him the green light here. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Cody Bellinger. We are in the top of the 10th. It's a 4-4 game, folks. And Bellinger calls time. And as he steps back into the plate, he is ready to go. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss. What would have been a ball 4, but it's a full count now. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Cody Bellinger. Let's see what happens here. Here's the pitch from Ferguson, and Bellinger hits a grounder to the second baseman. Throws over to first, but that does move Goldschmidt to third base as Aaron Judge is coming to the plate. Aaron Judge is 0 for 4 in today's game. So we have 1 out in the inning. Goldschmidt moves over to third on a ground out by Cody Bellinger. A sac fly would score Goldschmidt, and the Yankees could take a 5-4 lead here. Oh, they have intentionally walked Aaron Judge. So we have runners on the corners now. They wanted the lefty versus lefty matchup here. So Jazz Chisholm is stepping to the plate now. So we have runners on first and third with 1 out. Ferguson sets. Here's the pitch. Jazz shows bunt. But that pitch is in there for a strike. So it's an 0-1 count to Jazz Chisholm Jr. So we have runners on the corners with 1 out in the inning. 0-1 count to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Ferguson sets. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled off his foot. So count now is 0-2. Jazz just limping a little bit, but I think he'll be fine. As we have Anthony Volpe waiting on deck. So Chisholm is behind the count. 0-2. So Chisholm checks back into the batter's box, and he is ready to go. Ferguson sets. Here's the pitch. And he fouls it off. So Jazz Chisholm still staying alive. Still an 0-2 count to Jazz Chisholm Jr. And Joey Bart will go out there to talk with Ferguson. We need 13 more likes to 50, people. 13 more likes, and I will give out a free membership. So it's an 0-2 count. Runners on first and third with 1 out. Ferguson sets. Here's the pitch. And that ball gets away, but not far away enough. Runners will stay put. The count now is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Jazz Chisholm Jr. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jazz Chisholm Jr. $12 more likes to 50. Are there 12 people out there that have not hit that like button yet? And Jazz Chisholm Jr. fouls that back. So still 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jazz Chisholm Jr. We have 1 out in the inning. Yankees have an opportunity to score here. Here's the 1-2. Jazz hits a little blooper, and it is caught by Adam Frazier. And it is out number 2. So runners on first and third still with 2 outs. Anthony Volpe coming to the plate. A hit will score a run. Yankees need at least a hit just to score the runner on third. It will give them a 5-4 lead. And here we have Anthony Volpe, who is 1 for 3 in today's game. And the pitch to Volpe is in there for a strike. So count now is 0-1. Volpe 1 for 1 against Caleb Ferguson in his career. He had a 2-run shot off of him. Here's the 0-1. Volpe fouls that off. So count now is 0-2. And here we have Devin Williams warming up in the bullpen. So it's an 0-2 count to Anthony Volpe. We have 2 outs. We have runners on the corners. Here's the 0-2. And Volpe hits it right to Frazier. He will step on second base. Hard hit ball. Frazier was right there to make the play. And we are heading to the bottom of the 10th. The Yankees could not come through with the opportunities that they had. And now we are going to the bottom of the 10th. How are we feeling, folks? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Do the Yankees go to the bottom? Do they go to the top of the 11th? How are we feeling? Talk to me. John Beagledad says they will go to the top of the 11th. I love it. I like the confidence. Gusto thinks so. How many more likes there, Gusto? And folks, we are officially 3 hours into the live stream. So I appreciate every single person hanging out. Thank you all for tuning in. It is greatly appreciated. He's saying we have 12 more likes. So are there 12 people out there that are watching this that have not hit the like button yet? Are there folks out there watching this right now that are not subscribed? Hit that subscribe button, join in on the conversation. Share this channel out, everybody. I would greatly appreciate. Yeah, if we lose this game, we can fire Boone. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down. If we get 4, I'll get you to 50. I mean, hit that like button right now, man. Gotta add to the likes. And Luke Weaver is back on the mound, and we are back to the game. And Cabrian Hayes is at the plate with a ghost runner on second. So let's see what happens here in the bottom of the 10th. Do the Pirates walk it off here? And Hayes takes a ball. So 1-0 count. Oh, 46. Oh, I see what you're saying. Got 4 other accounts. Oh, man. And IKF is the runner at second, folks. So 1-0 count to Hayes. And he shows bunt, and it's a foul ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike now to Hayes on a bunt attempt. So if we get to 46 on this live stream, you'll hit the like button on the other 4. Okay, cool, man. So it's a 1-1 count to Hayes. IKF is on second base. 1 ball, 1 strike. We are in the bottom of the 10th. The game is tied at 4. Here's the pitch. And it's a grounder to Volpe. Throws over to first base for out number 1. IKF will stay put at second base. And we have Brian Reynolds coming to the plate. We have 1 out in the inning. So Brian Reynolds' career versus Luke Weaver, 3 for 8, and has 2 home runs against him. So let's see how this matchup turns out. I think you and Stephen B need to team up there, Gusto. I'd say you both could be very mysterious, but that's just me, man. And Reynolds hits that to right field. Bellinger makes the play. IKF will stay put at second. So out number 2. Ball was hit hard, but Bellinger was right there to make the play for out number 2. And they are down to their last out. So O'Neal Cruz now coming to the plate. He is 1 for 4 in today's game. I don't think Stephen B is I don't think Stephen is even his real name. And here we have Matt Blake coming out to talk with Luke Weaver. If the game goes to the top of the 11th, Wells, Dominguez, and Peraza will be up. So that will be your batters for the top of the 11th. Yeah, hopefully this game goes to the 11th. It's a 4-4 game. Bottom of the 10th. It's 2 outs in the inning. The winning run is at second base. Like, share, and subscribe, like Gusto's saying. All right, so they have decided to intentionally walk O'Neal Cruz, and they're going to pitch to Joey Bart, who is 0 for 4 in today's game. 11 more likes, Gusto says. So we're at 39 likes, folks. 11 more likes, people. Come on. Let's get to that 50. Ferguson sets. Here's the pitch. And outside, that is ball 1. So we have runners on first and second with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 10th. It's a 4-4 game. They did intentionally walk O'Neal Cruz, and we have Joey Bart at the plate. And it's 1 ball, no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes now to Joey Bart. And the Pirates have Wentz warming up in the bullpen on left-handed pitcher. Plenty of left-handed pitchers for the Pirates. It's a 2-0 count to Joey Bart. Here's the pitch. 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes now to Joey Bart. And we have Sawinski waiting on deck. Here's the 3-0. And it's a 4-pitch walk to Bart, and the bases are loaded now for Sawinski. So Sawinski has an opportunity here to get the win for the Pirates. The bases are loaded with 2 outs. We are in the bottom of the 10th. The game is tied at 4. Luke Weaver sets. Here's the pitch. So that is 5 straight balls thrown by Luke Weaver now. So it's a 1-0 count to Sawinski. Here's the 1-0. And Sawinski fouls that. The count is now 1 ball, 1 strike. Thanks for calling me a good content creature. I am a good content creature, not a good content creator, but, it's all good. I'm going to call myself a content creature from now on, Stephen B. And it's a 1-1 count to Sawinski. And 2 balls, 1 strike now to Sawinski. So bases are loaded here in the bottom of the 10th. It's a 4-4 game. 2 outs in the inning. 2 balls, 1 strike to Suwinski. Ferguson sets. Here's the pitch. And Suwinski fouls that back. The count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes, folks. And 10 more likes to 50, people. 10 more likes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded, top of the 10th, 4-4 game. Weaver sets. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. Boom! Going to the top of the 11th. Let's go. Game is still going. Yankees are still alive. Booyah! All right. Top of the 11th coming up. Can the Yankees get some runs in? Can the Yankees win this game? Yankees still staying alive. Yankees still staying alive, people. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. 9 more likes. Come on, people. 9 more likes. If we get to 50, I will gift a membership, and it's a free membership by me. You can't say no to free, people. Let's go. And the membership, YouTube randomly picks, just so everybody knows. I don't make the choice. YouTube randomly picks. I don't get to pick. So whoever gets the membership, you are lucky. And we are in a commercial break right now, folks. What an exciting game. Again, the Yankees were losing 4-1 for most of the game, and they tied it up in the 9th. The Yankees bats came alive. They tied it up, made it 4-4, and we're still in a tie game. We're in extra innings. It's exciting and also nerve-wracking at the same time. But we are going to the top of the 11th, and let's see if the Yankees can get some runs, and hopefully they can close it out in the bottom of the 11th. Let's see what the Yankees could do, folks. Let's see what the Yankees can do. And we are back to the game. And they're showing the beautiful city of Pittsburgh. We are definitely being entertained. We're in for a treat, people. We're in for a treat. And Joey Wentz is the new pitcher on the mound for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pitching alert, Joey Wentz, left-handed pitcher. And he is warming up. Anthony Volpe is the runner on second base. So get a little speed. And here we have Austin Wells stepping up to the plate. 8 more likes, people. Let's go. Come on. 8 people out there. Please, let's make it happen. Here's the pitch. First pitch to Austin Wells is a ball. So 1-0 count to Austin Wells. He is 1 for 4 in today's game. He hit a triple in the 4th inning. So runner on second, top of the 11th, 4-4 game, 1-0 count to Austin Wells. Here's the pitch from Wentz. 2 balls, no strikes to Austin Wells. So it's a 4-4 game, top of the 11th. Here's the 2-0. That pitch is in there for a strike. 2-1 count. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike to Austin Wells with Jason Dominguez waiting on deck. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Austin Wells. We are in extra innings. We're getting treated to some extra baseball. We are over 3 hours into the live stream, folks. Bart sets. Here's the pitch. And Wells fouls it off. Still staying alive. Let's go. 2-2 count. Runner on second. Top of the 11th, folks. Joey Wentz sets. Checks the runner on second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Austin Wells strikes out for out number 1. Jason Dominguez coming to the plate. 8 more likes. 8 more likes. Come on, are there 8 people out there that have not liked this live stream? Like I said, I really want to give out a free membership today. Let's make it happen. 8 more likes, people. 8 more likes. We have one out in the inning with Jason Dominguez at the plate. Here's the pitch from Wentz. Swing and a miss. That was an 85-mile-per-hour cutter. Jason Dominguez is 0 for 3 in today's game. He did have a walk in the 9th inning, scored a run. Another swing and a miss. So back-to-back swing and misses. A quick 0-2 count now to Jason Dominguez. Volpe is on second base. Volpe has the lead at second. Here's the pitch, and Dominguez fouls it off, still staying alive. So we have one out here in the top of the 11th. 4-4 game. Runner on second. Oswald Peraza waiting on deck. 0-2 count to Jason Dominguez. Here's the pitch. Good eye by Dominguez. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Dominguez. Yankees trying to score a run here. They have one out here in the top of the 11th. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jason Dominguez. And Dominguez hits a grounder that will move the runner over to third. And the first baseman cannot make the play. And we have runners on the corners now. What I thought was going to be a ground out for Dominguez. Let's see the replay here. IKF makes the play, makes the throw, hits the dirt, and the first baseman just could not scoop it up. So that is scored an error. It's an E6. So we have runners on the corners now with Oswald Peraza at the plate, and he had an RBI double in the 9th and scored a run. He was responsible for one of the batters responsible for the Yankees' comeback there in the bottom of the 9th. And it's a swing and a miss. The count now is 1 ball, 1 strike. Yankees have a real opportunity here to take the lead. And an error was made here in the top of the 11th. What was supposed to be a simple ground out. But now we have runners on the corners, and Peraza fouls that off. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Oswald Peraza. And we need 8 more likes to get to 50. And we have Trent Grisham waiting on deck, who has been red hot, and he came through where it truly mattered. Here's the 1-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Oswald Peraza. And Devin Williams warming up in the bullpen. We could see him here in the bottom of the 11th. And he did not go. He held up. So the count is now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So it is the top of the 11th with 1 out, runners on the corners. It's a full count to Oswald Peraza. Joey Wentz sets. Here's the pitch. And it's a swing and a miss. And Peraza strikes out for out number 2. And the Yankees are down to their last out here in the top of the 11th with Trent Grisham coming to the plate. Grisham is 2 for 4 in today's game. Grisham had 2 singles, 2 RBIs in today's game. Grisham has just been on fire as of late. 62-42, UConn's winning. Who are they beating? I forget who they were playing. Sorry. But Here's the first pitch to Grisham, and that is a ball. So we have 2 outs in the inning with runners on first and third here in the bottom of the 11th. It's 1 ball, no strike to Trent Grisham. When sets, here's the pitch. Runner goes, and Dominguez will take second base. So we have runners on second and third now, and it's 2 balls, no strikes to Trent Grisham. Oh, South Carolina, gotcha. So 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. And high fly ball by Trent Grisham, but Sawinski is there to make the play for out number 3, and we are going to the top of the 11th. The game is still not over. Yankees leave 2 runners on. No runs, no hits, an error made. And we're going to the top of the 11th, folks. And with that being said, since we are in a commercial break, I will be right back. All right, folks, we are back in the game. Pitching alert. We have Devin Williams taking over pitching duties now. Jack Sawinski will be the runner on second to start off the bottom of the 11th. Valdez will lead off here in the bottom of the 11th. Let's see if the Yankees could take it to the top of the 12th. It has been a very long game. We are over 3 hours. Oh, and just a little high. Valdez gets out of the way. 1 ball, no strikes. We are in the bottom of the 11th. Sawinski on second base. It's a 4-4 game, folks. 4-4. Williams checks second base. Here's the pitch. And that is in there for a strike. Nice little change up there by Devin Williams. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tommy Pham is on deck. The Pirates just need a run here to win the game. If they get a hit here, run scores, game will be over. But hopefully the Yankees could keep it alive. Looks like Wells has something in his eye. Umpire making sure he's okay. There's the trainer, so make sure he's all right. They're going to put some eye drops on him. So a little bit of a small break here. The game will resume here shortly. Let's see how many more likes we need. I think last time we needed 8 more likes. Is that correct? I think that's still the case. And it looks like we are back to the game. So the count now is 1 ball, 1 strike, bottom of the 11th, runner on second, 4-4 game. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. So count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's see if Williams can get a strikeout here. Williams checks second base. Here's the pitch. Inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Valdez. Williams checks second base. He sets. Here's the pitch. And Valdez flies out to Dominguez. Round of applause for Dominguez for out number 1. And we have Tommy Pham coming to the plate. We have 1 out in the inning. Pham is 0 for 3 in today's game. Sawinski on second base. First pitch to Pham is a ball, so 1-0 count. It looks like 41 likes on my end. I mean, unless if YouTube didn't update the like, I don't know. 2 balls, no strikes now to Tommy Pham. So 2 balls, no strikes, runner on second, 1 out here in the bottom of the 11th. The Pirates trying to come away with a win here. The Yankees trying to keep the game alive, and it's fouled. Count now is 2 balls and 1 strike now to Tommy Pham. So it's a 2-1 count to Tommy Pham. Williams checks second base. He sets. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike on a 4-seam fastball. The count is 2-2. Let's see if Williams could get his first strikeout here. Williams gets the signal. He checks second base. Here's the pitch. Throw to third. And Sawinski is safe, so he steals third base. Winning run is at third base now for the Pirates. A good throw by Wells, though. Accurate, but Sawinski was already there. It's a full count, 3-2 count to Tommy Pham. Runner on third with 1 out. Bottom of the 11th. Game is tied at 4. The winning run is at third base. Here's the pitch from Williams. And Pham fouls it off, still staying alive. Three balls, 2 strikes. Full count to Pham. Winning run is at third. And it's a ground ball. Foul. So it's still a 3-2 count to Tommy Pham. The game-winning run is at third base. We have one out in the inning. Williams sets. Here's the pitch. And fouls it off again. So good battle going on here between Devin Williams and Tommy Pham. A lot of changeups being thrown here in this at-bat by Devin Williams. Here's the 3-2. And Pham hits that, and the game is over on a hit by Tommy Pham. That will score the run. And the Pirates take game 3 of this series. So they win this game 5-4. They do avoid getting swept, but the Yankees still take the series win. So the game does end 5-4 in 11 innings. The Yankees did make their comeback in the bottom of the ninth. They fought back. They came back, but unfortunately just fell short from sweeping the Pittsburgh Pirates. But as we all know, when it comes to extra innings, unfortunately, the Yankees aren't really an extra innings team. But again, couldn't get the sweep, but they still won 2 out of 3. They still won 2 out of 3. They still won the series. I'll take it. The Yankees were down 4-1 for most of the game. They scored 3 runs to make a comeback in the top of the ninth. They had some opportunities in extra innings to try and close out the game, or to try and score some runs and then close out the game. But they just could not capitalize. And unfortunate. But that's okay. You know, Yankees are 6-3. They win 2 out of 3 against the Pittsburgh Pirates. I will take a series win every day of the week. I'm not going to complain about a series win. Dean's Child says, honestly, Yankees didn't deserve to win after 3 times of wasting opportunities at the batter's box. I mean, can't say they didn't deserve. I mean, they deserve to win. They should win. We want them to win. They just didn't make the best of their opportunities. They just didn't make it happen. You know, but what's done is done. It's over. It's over. So, you know, the Yankees do drop the series finale. Couldn't get the sweep. 2 out of 3. But, yeah, the bats were dead for most of the game. I mean, Andrew Heaney was doing work on the Yankees bats. I mean, Andrew Heaney had 10 strikeouts? Yeah, 10 strikeouts throughout the game. And bats had no answers against Andrew Heaney. Will Warren, he started off the game really good. You know, he first 2 innings looked really good. Then innings 3 and 4, not so great. You know, the Pirates figured it out, and Warren was having a hard time controlling his pitches. He just couldn't find his command in the 3rd and 4th inning. But he still managed to get 5 strikeouts and walked 1. Yankees bullpen did their job. You know, did everything they can to keep the team in the game. Bats just couldn't come through. You know, it's as simple as that. But the series is over. The Yankees, again, they still take 2 out of 3. Couldn't sweep. I know I've said that several times, but I'm just trying to put a positive light into it. Right? And now they go and play the Detroit Tigers starting tomorrow. They have a 3-game series against them. So remember, there is a time changes to those games. So those games will take place earlier than what it was scheduled because of weather. So I will not be live for the pregame for any of them. I don't think I'll be live for the pregame for any of them, but I will be live tomorrow for the play-by-play, but not the pregame. And then Tuesday, I should also be live for the play-by-play for that game. Wednesday is up in the air. Wednesday may not happen. There's a 50-50 chance, but stay tuned though. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss when I go live. If you are watching this live stream, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you all for hanging out for over 3.5 hours. It's been a long live stream, but I appreciate everybody hanging out. Make sure you all hit that like button if you have not hit that like button yet. If you are new to this channel, if you're watching this channel and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Let's continue growing this channel out. I'm on the road to 1,600 subs, folks. 1,600. Love to surpass 1,600. So love to get some new subscribers. Love to meet some new people. I would greatly appreciate it. Continue sharing this channel out with everybody you know. And let's continue growing this channel. And the Yankees win 2 out of 3. And they are on their way to Detroit to have a 3-game set before coming back to Yankee Stadium on Friday to start their series against the San Francisco Giants. Until then, folks, thank you all for tuning in. Again, hit that like, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy your Sunday, and I will see you all later. Let's go, Yankees.